Test. There we go. Now it's working. Oh dear. Anyway. Hello and welcome to a special one-shot For the Queen. Unfortunately, Mathis is ill today, so we've thrown together our all-star cast of 3 admins plus Dot, because she knows For the Queen, and Tracy, because we couldn't get rid of her.
It's true.
Hey, now, if anybody is going to be the queen,
that's true.
Oh,
by the way, the way the layout is, I'm so used to VTM. It looks like Dot is the GM now, because Dot, or that
I have been waiting.
Or she's usually in your spot, like she runs the show, so she's now in the EE spot.
Well, she kind of is running us through the game.
I am gonna have to.
She does know the game best.
Yeah.
Also, me and Bentham hemmed in by all the women. Again, this is... we need to hold our ground. I will definitely clip that and turn that into a GIF. If you just go, just turn that into a GIF that just repeats. Anyway, hi, welcome. Yeah, like I said, Mouse is away today, so we're doing a bit of a little one-shot of For the Queen, which we are going to reflavor as For the Prince.
I don't know, we haven't really decided. Prince, Methuselah...
The prince is in charge. Not everywhere can have Methuselah underneath. Otherwise, I think we're hitting that plot point
too hard. Too many Methuselahs.
It's like everywhere's got a Methuselah underneath it.
Every city. It's just
okay. It'll be for the prince.
When you find your shtick, you just gotta stick with it.
When you find your Methuselah, you've got to stick with it.
Yes, for the sandwich. Yeah. Cool.
Right. Anyway, so we're gonna go through a few announcements, of course, and everything else, so the shilling and so on. So I think we'll start off with why don't we start with shilling today? You know, just flip it around a little bit. Bentham, you want to shill?
Okay. Yes, we are Roll for It, and the way that you can support us and allow us to do awesome shows like this and all the others that we do is via Patreon. That is where you can support us. There's a whole bunch of different tiers that give you a whole bunch of different rewards. You can get MP3s of all of our shows. You can get after shows, which we record after every show. We talk about what happens during the show. You can get character sheets, GM note things like enemy character sheets, allied character sheets, and secret plans and plots and lore that the GM has cooked up for whatever games we're playing at the time. You can also submit names for NPCs that will get used in the shows, and they can become random people that become like part of the team for a while, or people that get killed immediately. They can just be random dudes in the street, or they can be warlords, and then those warlords can be killed immediately. Also, you can watch the admin recap videos, where every month the 3 admins who are... I was hoping we'd all be in a line, but we're not. The 3 admins who are me, E, and Maggie, who go over the events of the previous month, how things are going, look at the stats of things and all that kind of thing. Give you a little bit of a look at the behind-the-scenes planning that goes into making Roll for It work.
We plan.
And
We've got a plan. We've got a plan. What is it?
Maggie's got a plan. We haven't got a.
Maggie's got like a 47-step bullet point plan. Sorry, that might be short.
I believe that.
The 90s, come on.
Sorry, it's like a tree of like decision making. It's like this happens, do this.
It's an algorithm. We're all robots, really. But yes, anyway, if you're crazy, you can support us at the Legend tier and above, which gives you access to a monthly one-shot GM'd by a member of the Roll for It cast. It's not a stream thing. It's just a thing that you get to be a part of offline. And I think we've had For the Queen before feature as the Legend game at some point. Yeah, now you get to see.
I feel like we probably played maybe once. I can't remember.
I think you have. Yeah.
I think we did.
There's a few things that have ended up like the Legends have been introduced to it before it's appeared on Roll for It, I think. But yes, anyway, other things. So also you can support on Twitch. You can become a Twitch subscriber. That gives you emotes and badges, and you get to watch the I was going to say YouTube VODs, but no, you get to watch the Twitch VODs of our streams immediately after a show is over, whereas normally you have to wait a day for them to appear on the YouTube. You can also drop us bits. They land in the cup, which is over somewhere in a corner. That corner, I think I got it right, vaguely. And physics happens and they go everywhere, which is always fun. And also, you can give us tips. They will appear on the screen, and we'll read them out at the end of the show too. Thank you for being awesome and supporting our work.
Yeah, thank you, Margaret Crone, for just subscribing.
There you go. Look at that timing.
Guess what?
Nailed it.
Cheating with the timing there. You knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, I pinned it. I was waiting. It was taking forever to go,
Nicely
so I was
done.
like, I don't know if it's actually going to time it right.
Nicely done. But yeah, also you can become a YouTube member, which gives you emotes and badges and all that kind of cool stuff over on YouTube. And also being a YouTube member, a Twitch subscriber, or a Patreon supporter gives you access to our community Discord full of awesome people who like to talk about our shows and other things that they're doing. There's lots of fun stuff that happens in there. We love talking to everyone in there. We love seeing people talking about the shows, especially when they're theorizing about the secret things that are going on. That's always fun to watch. And yeah, we love just interacting with people. If you can't interact with us there, then we love if you'd interact with us on Twitter and Facebook and all those other good places. We love seeing people talk there as well. And also tell your friends. Just show up to the shows, tell your friends, get them to come along, watch the shows too. We want to introduce more people to the wonderful world of tabletop role playing because it is incredibly weird and still kind of new, and a lot of people don't yet know that it's going to be their favorite thing. Like me, took me ages to realize RPGs existed.
Same.
It's my job now. We know how that works.
It's all I think about now. Yeah. My life now. Yeah. So it's true. It's very true.
No, it's just for me.
But
Max is like,
look.
But you can have you can have
it's
another
really
bit.
funny when they really want something, but then you give it to them and they don't even want it.
They don't actually.
No, she does.
want
She
it.
really
she
likes
actually-
paper bells. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
There we go. You're good now.
Like, you're not supposed to eat cheese. You're supposed to eat the things that eat cheese.
Cows? Wait,
It's giving us.
they don't eat
Cows.
cheese. They drink
Nailed it.
milk.
Our own
That's
part
how
of-
the food
first
chain
part
works.
of the cheese process we eat.
People? People eat a lot of cheese. Are they meant to eat people?
Cows?
Look,
Cats do eat people sometimes.
it's true.
Yeah, they're like.
It's true. They eat your eyes first.
Oh God.
My eyes
Yeah.
are tasty. It's true.
Mhm.
Rachel's like, well, that I did not do that today.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna. Yep.
Now I can't sleep at night.
That's all.
Tracy's just gonna go out and buy some like really heavy duty welding goggles and just sleep with those
Yeah. Every night I'm just gonna. So if I ever die, my cat can't.
It's like I got my eyes on you. Wait, no, hang on.
Oh, no, I
on.
don't.
If you ever
Yeah.
die, we'll just find like the rest of you will have been eaten by a cat, but the face around the eyes will be good. We'll be like,
At least my face will still
Smart.
be there. It will still be clapped.
I mean,
Yes,
if
as-
she doesn't get the eyes, she'll probably get the lips because the lips are like also like nice and
Yeah,
juicy.
face, as chat put it, face
Oh.
meats are the first to go.
Yeah,
Face meat.
it's not protected. It's normally available because you have to breathe, so it's up.
It's clearly meaty, as
Yeah.
per description.
It's
I
tender
don't
and easy
think
to
My
like.
face is the meatiest part of me. I'm just gonna be honest.
It's tender, right? It's easy to get like face meat because it's like all thin skin.
Every time you say it.
Face meat, yeah. Like your thigh is really solid. It's hard to bite into compared to face meat. Like you can get to the edge of a lip and you can pull that off.
Thank you to Hannibal for following the channel.
Wow, good timing there.
There wasn't actually Hannibal. I just made a joke.
Oh.
Yeah,
that-
that's-
You made me sad. Someone make that count and do it. Bentham, look out for it.
That's
We are at a 36% hype train.
and technically
There we go, yeah.
36% of level 2.
Ooh.
Neat.
Anyway, is that all the shilling? Do we good with the
Yeah,
shilling?
Go. It's your
Okay.
turn, but you got distracted by feeding your cat cheese.
Or face meat? It was cheese or face meat. I made a decision, mate. What do you want me to say?
It's reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, I think anyone would make that decision in that circumstance. Speaking of face meat, I don't know where the segue's going. There's no supporter today, so obviously our supporter was eaten for face meat. That's the
You
best
could
segue I could
make
get.
a Patreon account called Face Meat, and then
No.
you could be our patron that at Legend here and support us, and then we could then say we were
Yeah, the
supported
legendary.
by Face
They,
Meat.
yeah,
By
they get followed by Hannibal. Oh, Hannibal's been gifted a sub.
Nice.
We don't know who Hannibal is, but hopefully they enjoy it.
But he's yeah.
Have a
Now he's
sub
known.
now.
Thank you
Maybe
there,
you
Chef Res. Good
show up
call.
like, why have I been subbed to this? I've been watching the VODs. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm into this.
Wow. Yeah, that's a thing.
This is amazing.
That happened. Okay. Right. Anyway, so there's no supporter today. You can support a thing if you want to go on a Patreon. You can support episodes. There's also the Ascension guest announcement. Sorry, not announcement. Snouncement. The Ascension guest announcement will be tomorrow. We're going to be announcing who our guest is on Ascension for the first
Our
4
first
weeks.
Guest.
Yeah. So those of you who
many.
don't know, Ascension, we're going to have a rotating guest slot, so we get some people on for, a little chunk of time. So it's going to be 4 weeks for our first guest, and they are going to be joining our lovely cast of course, Maggie, Bentham, and Dave. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be announcing that tomorrow. I'm announcing an announcement. Maggie told me to, so I'm going to blame. Ooh, thank you, Tracy, for cheering.
We've hit a level 3 hype train now.
We will use the money you give us to pay you.
This is all according to plan.
Exactly as I wanted it.
Yeah.
The only real winner is Amazon.
Oh god.
It's true. Although there was a time when Amazon were doing bits for cheaper than they gave to the streamer. So like if you bought the bits and gave them to the streamer, it was effectively Amazon was giving you extra money. There was a time when that was happening for about a month.
I mean, they have it going spare.
Oh yeah, they was deliberately doing it. They were subsidizing the system to get people to use it to make money in the long run, but also it's still funny. Like you could generally just buy bits for yourself or whatever. Anyway, the other things. There is Ascension lore on Patreon. If you want to learn about our new show, Ascension, there is a lore, 3 on the Patreon. In fact, there's 2 things, 3 on the Patreon. One of which is a world blurb, and the other one of which is the Tower Laws, which are a series of laws written by scholars who observed how the towers work to describe how they interact. And they're going to be kind of important going forwards because they are how people increase their level cap, how they level up. So those will be things that people have been interacting with a lot, and hopefully you enjoy it. A lot of people have been speculating about them, so hopefully it's something you'll be interested in. It's totally free. Go check it out on the Patreon. You don't need to be a patron. You don't need to be signed up to a Patreon account. I think you can just view it anyway as a randomer, so feel free to do that. Ascension is this week. Ascension is a thing. It's a show. It's starting on Thursday. I'm not worried. It's fine.
Oh
It's fine.
god, it's already next week. Wow.
Yep. It's already coming up
Wow.
on Thursday.
Or this
Someone
upcoming
is-
week, I should
Yeah,
say.
it's
Yeah.
Thursday.
Holy
Yeah.
I just need to point out someone has gifted a sub to Face Meat. So they've united
Welcome, Face
Hannibal
Meat, to the
with Face
family.
Meat
Face
here
Meat.
in our chat.
Oh,
which I'm
great.
sure he
Now
will
all we
love.
need is a cat.
__meat.
It
Well,
does beg the question: Is there?
it's
is there
a
Face
dramatic
Meat without
pause.
the
It's
underscores?
face
Meat. Oh god.
I'm now seeing there's some sort of very meat version of Cats. Like a stage
Oh.
show.
There's
Face
some
Meat.
pun in there.
Memories.
There's some
Eating
good
your
pun in there
face
about
and
meeting
then
face to
what?
face, but I can't be bothered. That was-
Needs work.
I know I didn't. That wasn't the pun. I was saying there was a pun somewhere.
Yeah. Anyway, and because of that, we're going to play the trailer since we didn't actually have a intro trailer for today because one shot.
There we go.
So
Then we're now gifted a tier 1 sub to Cat.
Yeah. Play the trailer.
The equation is
I'm
complete.
going to play the trailer. Yeah, we're gonna let the cats do their thing, and when we come back, we're not gonna have faces. there you go. That's going to be happening Thursday, 6 p.m. GMT, or BST, and 10 a.m. PDT. So whatever that is in your local equivalent, you feel free to just run over to Google and be like, what is so-and-so in my local equivalent? And then you can see.
Type
Or
a
you
time
just
in
follow
the
us on
time
Twitter.
zone, and it'll tell it you in your time zone.
The time,
Yeah.
the time zone? What?
It made
you s-
sense. You might have misheard it, but the sentence made sense.
Sorry, I need to listen to you in future. I never do. I'm sorry. I should
Anything
go.
else you want to
Oh,
announce?
yeah. This is also your last chance this weekend to sign up to the Legend tier. As Benson said, there's a Legend tier where people get involved in Legend games and a number of other things. And if you want to sign up, this is the last chance you have, because at the end of the month, you can do so again, but it'll be for the next month's game. So if you want to get involved in whatever's coming this month, which we'll be announcing soon,
How many
you need
spots
to be
do we
able
have
to...
left? 2?
Plenty. I don't know how many.
Plenty. There we go. There are officially plenty. It's the number that comes after some.
Yes. Yes.
It goes 1, 2, some, plenty, right? That's how that works.
I think it's 1, 2, many, lots. It's
Yeah. Yeah, it's space 4. It's 1 too many lots, and then you go lots 1, lots 2. No, many
It's
1,
many
many 2,
one,
many
many-
3, many lots. It's base 5, because when you hit the 5, it carries over.
Probably.
It's a base 5 number system. Anyway,
I
I feel like
so-
it's
I don't know.
a couple, a few, several for.
No, the Terry Pratchett how trolls count is 1, 2, 3, many. Many 1, many 2, many 3, many 1, many 2, many 3. Yeah, it's base 4, because it's many is the 4. So it's base 4.
Is that because they have 4 fingers?
No, it's because they're
Maybe.
just
4
dumb.
bases.
Just
No,
4.
no,
There's
they've
just 4.
Yeah, they just can't count.
Okay. Well, I was looking for some logic. I apologize. Continue, EE.
You're not allowed logic. That's not allowed on this show. You should have
Clearly.
realized that by now. Yes. And on a personal note, with all this shit going down in the world, I would just like to say, hopefully everyone is staying safe and okay out there. Everything's a little bit crazy right now, so everyone, I hope you're doing good, and that you're holding up and fighting the good fight. So hopefully you're all doing okay. Right. That all said and done. Would you like to introduce us to the game then, Dot?
Oh, yeah. We're going to play For the Queen. This is one of my favorite RPGs because it requires no prep, no GM, and a deck of cards, which we have a digital deck of cards, but there is a physical deck, which is pretty cool. I have one. I can show you. A deck of cards. I
Are they
know.
pretty?
They are so pretty. The Queen cards. So here's some things that I love about this. This game is made by Evil Hat Productions. It's about the size of a tarot deck, if you want like to know the size of the cards. And all the Queen cards were designed by different female artists.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, right. Isn't that cool? So the game is very simple. It is a prompt-based game. We will draw a prompt from a prompt deck. It will have a question on it. And from that question, we as a group collaboratively choose how we answer it. I'll actually read through the instructions. It's very, very simple. We have come to the table with no character sheets. We've come to the table with nothing more than it's going to be VTM themed. So this is kind of how it works. We're going to go around the table clockwise. I thought we would start with Tracy and then go like Tracy, Maggie, Bentham. Is that the right order? I think that's how the screen says. Yes.
Whatever
No.
works for
EE. I'm
you.
sorry. So it will be Tracy,
Maggie,
Maggie,
Bentham.
EE, Bentham, me.
Yeah.
Will be our
Okay.
order. If you want to drop it in the Roll20 or put it somewhere for us, that's fine too.
I can just see it on the screen. We're good.
Perfect. So here's the prompt. The land we live in has been at war for as long as any of us have been in our second life. Or I don't know if we're going to be kindred, but if we are, that works. The queen, the prince, has decided to undertake a long and perilous journey to broker an alliance with a distant, dark power. The prince has chosen all of you and no one else to be her retinue and to accompany her on this journey. She chose you because she knows that you love her.
We're blood bonded.
That is the prompt. That is the game prompt.
Okay.
So I guess we'll figure out who everybody is. So we get to draw our queen card or our prince card to see who our prince is that we are traveling with. We get to draw one Does anybody want to draw it? I'm gonna shuffle it. We're gonna reshuffle it. I'm gonna shuffle it. Anybody want to draw it? Somebody draw it.
You could do a roll, like a
Oh,
1d5.
a 5.
Tracy,
yeah, 5.
Tracy's
Like-
1, Dot's 5.
Cool. Done.
Yes.
Okay.
I like how he
Could
did
make it
the,
random.
the finger to the nose thing, but it's
Not-
like
not
it's
it.
not a bad thing.
It could be, depending on.
Also, it gets around. So
Prince.
hopefully E gets picked because he's the one who put his hand in his nose.
That's true.
I was actually just trying to pick my nose and I missed.
Rig it.
Sure.
Okay, so I guess I guess I should just be able to
What's that,
do
1d?
that.
One.
It's
It's
Tracy.
Tracy.
Tracy. So hover over just like you did the red deck, the blue deck. The card will pop out and draw the first one, and we'll see who the prince is. Yes,
Okay.
that's our
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
That's
the
just
truth
Queen
of the
Elizabeth.
matter is out.
Wow. I think it has to be London, right?
It
Yeah,
does.
it
Now it has
does.
to
It-
be. It has
yeah.
to be London. Maybe this could be a future timeline as well, or an alternate timeline in some way. I guess. But that's our prince,
That's our queen.
who's
or, yeah,
also
our
the
prince.
queen.
Literally
love
is the
it.
queen.
Did we let?
Queen Elizabeth being a vampire does make sense because
She is like
It
80.
explains so
yeah,
much.
she's like 150 at this point. So
Yeah.
Okay.
People are like, it explains so much.
It's just everything's falling into place. So there she is. All right. Our queen is in place. I have already placed. We are looking for the game ends when we pull a card known as it says the queen is under attack. Do you defend her? When that card is pulled, that's when the game ends. After having role played or played the game the way that we do, you get to answer, do you defend the queen when you go under attack? I've already shuffled the red prompt cards. And that's about it.
is it possible to draw that immediately?
It is, but I have actually set it deeper in the deck.
Okay.
So that it
Oh.
actually tells you to
It's
do
like-
that. It's like
Thank
if you
you.
want a 30-minute game, set it earlier in the deck. If you want an hour game, set it midway through. If you want like a 2.5 hour, set it later in the deck. So I set that card later in the deck to assure that we can play like a 20-minute game.
And yes,
Um,
Miss Badgertech, we would love to hear the British accent.
If we're playing, if this is set
Okay.
in London.
If you do it, I'm
Okay.
going to use my American accent. I'm just saying.
No.
Oh no, your
Mhm,
Sarin accent.
Oh,
Later.
Later. Later.
So I'll finish the instructions because that'll answer actually what is in a question that just came in chat. Here we go. Once we've read the instruction, which we're doing, continue clockwise with the red prop cards. Take turns reading the questions out loud. Interpret these questions and the answers to them however you wish. Other players may ask you questions or make suggestions on your turn, but whether you answer those questions or include those suggestions is entirely up to you. There's an X card on the table. If you encounter a card or an answer that you don't want to be included in the game, tap the X card. That content is now removed from the game. So, for example, if somebody was like, I kill the queen in the first turn, somebody could X card that. If you draw a card that is removed this way, simply draw another card. You can also pass on your turn. To do so, give the prompt card you drew to the next player and say, I'd like to hear your answer to this question. A prompt card can be passed around the table until someone applies an X card to it or it is answered. Continue answering and passing and Xing questions until the Queen is under attack card is drawn.
All right.
That is how you play the game.
Very impromptu.
Okay.
Yes, it's very impromptu. That's it. So there she is. Yep, you can tap the X card if something comes up, if you want to cut something.
So Tracy, kick it off with the prompts.
Okay.
Is that what
so
we do?
Oh, we need to decide who we're playing, right? We need to decide if we're playing
Oh.
Kindred or
So
Ghouls.
so
or...
yeah. Ghouls is kind of fun. Ghouls of the Prince is kind of intense.
Or Ghouls of
Makes
like
sense
trusted
why-
people of the Prince. That way we're in different clans.
She knows we love her.
That's true. She knows we
Mhm.
love her.
cool.
That is
Please
why
in
we are
chat.
here.
The downside is if we are Ghouls of the Prince, then we all have to be from the same clan, right? We have to be her clan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, I need to move my
We-
way. Okay.
just won't have as much power, I guess, because we're just ghouls, you know? We're just
But it would be fun to be low tier, bottom of the barrel kind of people.
Well, I'll tell you this. So Chad asked a good question. What clan is the queen?
Ventru?
Ooh.
She seems
I
like
feel
a
she's very Ventru.
Should we could randomize it. I could just get up a
We
list
could.
of all the VTM clans
Oh
and you just
God,
roll a
she's not
dice.
kidding.
And just
Feel
roll
like
dice.
She's just gonna
Very Ventru, though.
But
She
she
looks
could be
like
anything. At
Ventru.
that tier, you can be pretending. She could be a Tsimichi with a different face. She could be a
She-
Toreador. She could be a La Sombra.
She can't be a
Ga-
gangrel.
gangrel.
She can't be
Gangrel
a nose.
Queen Liz.
She's dead.
Mal.
Hey, if it
Mouth
randomizes
would be
Gangrel, if we
fun.
randomize it and it gets Gangrel, I will roleplay the fuck out of
All
that.
right, let's randomize it. I'm
Okay,
down.
why not?
Okay, so there
We're gonna
are
watch us roll nose.
13 clans, if I recall correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Sounds like she
9,
could be
10,
king.
11, 12, 13. 13 clans. 13. So if you want to roll a
She's been here
D13, we
forever.
can randomize it.
She's
A
an antediluvian.
D13? Okay,
Go
here we
for
go.
it, Dat.
If the queen is a gangrel,
12.
then clearly she'd transform into
What
a
did we
corgi.
get?
12.
Is it gangrel?
She's a
What is it?
Tsimichi.
She's a
Oh my
Queen
God.
Elizabeth is a Tsimichi.
That's scary.
I was about to say I wanted to play a Tsimichi ghoul, so I'm on board.
Okay. This is perfect. This
We're just talking about faces and, you know,
Your
like,
face meat.
tr-
That's
and
where your face
hers
meat went.
is
It's meant to be.
infamous, and it makes sense why she's been here so long. She just changes her face.
Yeah.
Explains Charles.
Oh, oh, oh.
Damn,
Oh,
Chad, that was hard.
Careful, like that burn damage is gonna be really bad. He's
I know,
vulnerable to it. It's
bad.
aggravated.
So yeah, however Tracy introduces her character to us is entirely up to her when she chooses and draws a card.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's draw the.
Did we want to let chat choose if we're going to be kindred or ghoul?
Oh,
Um,
yeah,
we still
yeah.
need to know. Yeah, good question.
Chat. Kindred
Do we
or
have a
ghouls?
preference?
Kindred, ghouls.
K or G? Drop it in chat. K or G?
KG.
Drop it.
Kindred, mixed,
That's
ghoul, kindred,
Okay.
kindred, P,
Okay.
ghoul, kindred.
Okay,
It's
most-
kindred.
It's a kindred. Everybody wants
kindreds.
us to
Okay,
be
we're kindred.
kindreds. Okay, so we're kindred. All right. So I guess that means we don't have to be of her clan. Then we
Yeah.
could be any clan we want.
Oh, lovely. We can do whatever clan we
Toreador
want.
again. You get one
We
shot.
want
Chance
to-
for
Don't
something
let
different. You
Tracy
play a
choose.
target.
I need to
Well,
look
I
up
want-
the clans.
I want to be a Tremere.
Oh.
Okay, all business.
All business.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know much about my Tremere yet, so we'll think about how we
Okay.
want to build this. I'm gonna draw a card, and
Yeah, it
maybe
may
this-
inspire you.
it might inspire me. You saved the queen's life once. How? Oh, okay.
Oh, life boon.
Yeah. Oh, so I have a life boon now with the prince. But how did I do this? Maybe I'm trying to think. What are some Tremere things? Some sort of
Blood
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 sorcery.
magic of sorts. Some
Yeah.
sort of blood sorcery. Maybe I dabble in some like Hecata stuff. Not Hecata
I was about to
stuff,
say,
the
you're going to bring up
necromancy-
Oblivion
The
again.
necromancy.
Tracy's thing.
I mean,
I'm thinking like that is Tremere can do.
you
it.
could
Oh,
save the
I'm
prince by
mostly
killing Saito.
In this
I
alternate
killed this-
timeline.
I killed a very powerful Tremere in the clan. There was a blood hunt called on him. He did tap into the abyss quite a few times, and it caused panic in the city, and it endangered many kindred, including the queen. The whole ivory tower was in danger, and I helped fight that war, and we won. So I now have a life boon with our lovely queen, Prince Elizabeth.
Seems legit.
Yes,
And you have a
the
name.
Ivory Buckingham Palace.
I have a name.
Is that how you worked your way into this, like, this seat, this place in her, because you saved her life?
Of course, that is how we are now quite close. That she and I are very friendly after all of the things that we've been through, fighting off this dark power, or this other dark power. That was
There's a lot of
threatening
dark
the
powers
tower.
going around in the world of VTM.
Mm,
Yeah. Okay. Do we all have names? Our characters?
We'll learn them. Yeah, I mean,
We'll
you're
learn
gonna
them
want
one
to
at a
name it.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, what's your accent?
Is it my turn now?
What's my accent? Oh,
I want to
how
see if you're going to
dreadful
use
this
the.
will be. I will indeed be using this fake. I'll work on it as we go. I have to get into it.
I'd fashion that under careful American rather than actually British,
Careful.
but
Yeah. I have to work.
Does that
on
mean
it.
it's my turn?
It is if she's
Yes,
gonna answer
Maggie.
your question.
Okay. I would like to be Nosferatu
Okay.
Oh.
because that's
Okay.
fun. And I think their name is going to be
face me.
Velika.
Oh. Did your face get eaten by a cat?
Probably at some point while I was sleeping. It's
Oh,
fine.
you have animalism, right? So you were like, okay, let's train the cat. Oh God! Why did they try and tame a jaguar? This is terrible.
Psh, I don't train the cats. I train the mice.
Velika. You said Velika?
Velika, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I grab a prompt, right?
You grab a prompt and drop it. Yep.
I'm dragging. Okay.
The one it pops out the top. See it kind of slide out of the top. There you go.
The queen touched you once.
Interpret it how you like.
What
Jesus,
about the
Michi.
memory of that will stay with you forever? Ooh, so she's
Jesus Amici.
Tamichi. What's their thing?
Flesh crafting.
Yeah.
Yep. At really high levels, they can mess with the Nosferatu Bane a little bit. Not fully, because it is still a Bane, but...
Yeah, maybe.
You definitely remember forever if your flesh had been crafted.
Yeah, I think maybe I was hurt. I was injured and on death's bed, but because I had helped her with something in the past, she felt pity upon me and kind of like recrafted me. So it will be a memory I will never forget. And maybe it was not a pleasant experience. Maybe it was very painful.
Oh, there is
Rather died
some stuff like
again.
anti-vampire poisons, and there's also like a Tremere power where like if you stab someone with a stake and it doesn't hit the heart, like the slivers of the stake start worming their way towards your heart. She could be like draw them out of you.
Yeah, it was not a pleasant experience, but I love it.
Blooming Iron Man stuff.
Right. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, like if you hit them in like the hand or whatever, then it'll travel all the way up your arm and into your torso and then get to you. The only way you can stop it is like to rip off the arm.
You've got to strap a wood magnet to your chest to prevent the stake going further.
Wood magnet. Yeah, totally.
All right, I have that noted, and I believe it is now EE's turn to tell us which clan are you choosing?
That's what my prompt is.
You didn't.
Okay, my queen is not your queen.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
A traitor
Maybe you
amongst
serve
us
her
already.
anyway.
Interesting.
It was bound to be EE.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, no, like it says,
Cards have
why.
spoken.
It says, "Why do you serve her anyway?" So like,
It's
might
true.
be on side.
Really? Every time we have a randomizer, it makes me the traitor. Do you remember Ivana kills Xander?
Yeah, you can choose not to be a traitor.
But when I
lets you
get
go
thrown,
either
I
way
have to
there.
play into stereotype, right? If the stereotypes are going to make me do the
Cards have
thing.
spoken, Bentham.
Yeah.
When we draw the queen gets
Can
attacked
also
card, they're
pass
attacked
the
by
card.
EE.
So, I am a secret Sabat, Smichi, who killed her childer and then flesh crafted myself to look like her childer.
So, dude, do we know?
Probably not. 'cause I'm a
Presumably not,
secret
because
Sabat.
we'd kill him.
Yeah, I think we would kill him if
Yeah,
we knew.
totally.
Unless we're all traitors.
And
So-
my name is the childer name is Igor, and my accent is
Yes, master. I'll do it immediately for you. Bring them to me. I'll turn the children into your flesh cathedral. Come here.
There you go.
Lord.
So you look like her childer, is that what it is? Or you
I flesh
okay.
crafted and turned myself into her childer after murdering.
And you've been posing as her child since then.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna
But we don't know that.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. Whoa. Already got some.
Look, the cards gave it to me. I serve her because the Sabat want the inside information.
Are you satisfied with your answer, EE?
I am never satisfied.
Well,
Anyway,
I
Bentham.
Okay. When was the last time the queen hurt you? Damn.
And Benson becomes the whipping boy of the group. I'm sorry, Benson.
See? Apparently so.
Are these cards sentient?
Cards, they know.
Oh man.
I don't know.
And who are you? I gotta know.
Do I even know? That is the question. Let's say I was deliberately sent out on some mission where I wasn't expected to return on the hope that maybe I'd managed to achieve the goal, and in the process I got messed up. Maybe like I got captured and like tortured for a while, managed to escape, the queen didn't help.
So
Wait, that's the plot of that Bond movie.
Yes, you are
I've
from The World's Not Enough.
Wait, that one?
Is it that one?
That was the
was
one where
thinking-
Electra turns because she's basically Stockholm Syndrome.
Yes, yeah, she's got Stockholm.
I don't know why I
Despite the fact that
expected
Stockholm Syndrome does
Bond
not
movies
exist, and it's
to
actually just a
recycle
sexist thing that was
plots.
thrown out, but yes.
I was thinking Silva.
Oh. So she didn't actually physically
only-
hurt you. She emotionally hurt you because she didn't come save you.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Let's go.
Oh, you were like blood bonded, and while you were there, the blood bond wore off, so you didn't, and you were like, "Well, she's not coming for me."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Skyfall, that's the one.
Do you have?
I
Oh
love the
yes.
song
Basically
for
the plot of
Oh
Skyfall.
yeah.
the music. for
Oh,
Skyfall.
yeah.
After, do you still remember your name after such trauma?
It'll come to me. it's
You're
a
still
struggle.
working on that.
Ben's
Yeah.
gonna tell us his name in about 4 hours. Don't
I'm gonna
worry.
put question marks down.
Also,
Do
were you
need some
tortured
help
by the
coming up
Sabat?
with a name?
Yeah, sure, that'll make it more awkward.
And what clan are you?
Gangrel might be fun. Could do that.
Now that the
Let's
worst clan,
see.
nobody likes Gangrel.
Well, there's some truth being
Uh,
thrown
we-
around at this table today.
Oh, yeah, that way you're the puppy who's like, where did mommy go?
yes, puppy.
That's what I'm
prize.
thinking. I'm
Yeah.
the dog to send out to like deal with the rabble on the lawn. Except the rabble caught me, took me away. Yeah, let's go Gangrel. I'm Gangrel.
Okay. All right. Are you good? Is it time?
What
Should I
was,
draw
what
one?
was your name?
I think I'm good.
Gangrel.
I haven't got one yet. You know me.
Oh, okay.
I'll get there.
Can we just call him Pup? And that's his entire name until he comes up with a name.
Just call him the pup. Okay, cool.
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna draw.
What was yours again, Tracy?
I too don't have one.
Yeah, I
I'm
didn't
trying to
remember
think of
hearing any-
something.
I know you said you're Tremere though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh right,
Alright.
yeah, of course I'm the Queen's Corgi. Yeah.
Oh, you're his corgi.
Oh,
Oh,
like one of those Dutch hounds or whatever they're called.
I'm
that's
I'm
so
a
cute.
were
I
Corgi.
feel like in England
corgi.
everyone has one of those.
No, the queen has
Yeah.
corgis. That's her thing. She's got loads
Oh,
of
Yeah,
corgis.
she has corgis.
she's famous for having corgis, though she doesn't have any anymore. She
No.
she didn't get any more when the most recent ones died because she
she's
doesn't want
getting too
any
old.
of them to outlive her.
Yeah. She's really kind about her corgis.
She doesn't want to leave her puppos.
Oh,
So wait, we've got Igor, the Tanizi, Corgi, the Gangrel. Maggie, what was yours?
I'm Velika the Nosferatu.
Valika.
Nos, and then I'm going to post them in chat, so we've got them just in the chat. And then Tracy. Eva?
Names are the heart. Eva.
I love it.
Yes, short for
Evangelion? Okay.
Evangelion.
Okay.
I was like,
I'm happy
Evangelia.
with names.
Yeah.
I love names.
And
I'm
then
worse with names.
Names are the
okay,
hardest part for
Dot,
me.
you're up.
Okay, my question is what is something you do for the royal family that has prepared you well for this journey? Well, I think I will play our Toreador, since
Oh.
nobody
Oh.
selected that.
Oh.
And it seems like maybe we need a face.
I've
Oh.
got plenty of faces.
Someone to actually talk to
Don't
people.
worry,
You
let
mean?
me
Like
get
someone
one out
who
my bag.
might.
More face.
You okay?
So-
with
This is
in front of their
Open's
face?
jacket. They're
You need
all
to take
hanging
You want a
nicely.
face?
And her she goes by oh, I need something really harsh.
It's got to have a hyphenated last name.
Sure.
Bellington Smythe or something like that. Like one of those definitely like. Ugh.
Like I don't know. My name doesn't matter, only my presence, right? So I think something that I do well that has prepared me for, or something that I do for the royal family that has prepared me well for this journey. Well, being the face for the prince when she needs it has its benefits, including having many connections and I don't know. The blood bags along the way.
Oh, you're like the Queen's like taste tester.
Sure, I put my life on the line for the prince every day that I get up and taste their blood first. Yeah, and I suspect that I have probably been in this position a long time. So having
So you're a very
deep
old
connection.
Toreador. A few generations, maybe.
Few generations. And I wear pants.
Oh.
Nothing else, just pants.
Yes, only bottom,
The
no
rep-
top. I'm breaking all bounds. No, she doesn't wear dresses very often. She wears like long, like well tailored.
Oh, I love it. Lovely.
I found a posh name generator.
Okay,
Posh name generator.
Posh me.
Cecilia Valentina Smythe.
Cecilia is wonderful. I love the way it rolls off the tongue.
Cecilia.
Cecilia Valentina Smith.
Cecilia.
Cecilia Brentwood. Cecilia Sutcliffe.
I like the sucking part. Cecilia suck what? What was it? Suck what?
Sutcliffe.
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 Sutcliffe. What?
What?
That's a different thing
This-
entirely.
This has gone.
Whoa.
It is very Toreador, though.
Okay, we'll put
I'm
an
just-
F on the end instead of a T. Okay, that
I changed my name in the roll 20, so.
Oh, that's smart. I could do that.
Good idea. Evangelia. I like
spelled my name wrong.
Evangelia.
You've watched
Even though I
all the
spelled it
seasons.
in the cast chat on Discord, he still spelled
I'm looking at too many things.
And it's also spelled on my roll 20 name.
But it wasn't when I typed it. I typed it ages
Yes,
ago.
it was. It has been the whole time. As soon as I named my
Oh.
character, I named my thing on
Okay,
the-
there it is.
Either way, it's phonetic. It's fine. And Bentham, still no Bentham.
I can't work out.
Oh,
how to
okay.
rename-
This
Cog,
is how.
Top of the screen, display name.
This is how
Oh,
it's spelled.
okay.
This is interesting.
It's actually meant to be a T, but you said put an F, so I was like, put an F where? Okay.
No, if I spell it like this, somebody in
I
chat
can
spelled it
put
this way,
Nas
and I
in my
like
name.
that. I like
I'll
that.
put-
That's the actual spelling of it, yeah.
Is that the actual spelling? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Nice.
Hey,
Thanks,
did it-
chat.
I am Max, the Korgrel.
Yes. Poor girl.
Poor girl.
The core grill. Oh.
Max. I imagine that you look like Max from the Goofy movie. I don't know why.
Wait,
just
who's
like-
Max? Who's in...
Max is the son. That's Goofy's
Oh,
son.
God.
His name is Max.
That's not what I was imagining.
I know, but it's so cute.
I was actually thinking that maybe you should have gone for a cat and then just called you Minnie, and that way every time
Yeah.
Tracy's cat makes a noise, we can just be like, Bentham, look at the sound effects.
All right. So we've at least set up characters.
Okay.
And we know we're going somewhere. How are we traveling? This is always a question I ask because that sets up a location.
Stagecoach.
Oh.
Like a
Okay.
royal coach.
We're all sharing a royal coach. That's very personal. I'm guessing
I'll be
she
on the
doesn't-
top. I'll be with the reins on the top.
She
of the
doesn't
paper.
ride with us, I'm guessing.
She has her own coach.
She has her
Oh, yeah,
own
yeah.
coach.
With like
Her-
gold embossing and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So she rides in a separate coach. So and then we ride in the other.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, this is being me has prepared me for this journey. So somebody else draw a card.
Okay, so my turn, right? Is
think we
that
go back
are we
around.
It
go-
is. If we are. Yes. Start it over.
Okay, I will draw.
That's
There
part of
is
the
a
game.
part. There is a part of you that does not want peace in this land, of course. Why are you attached to the war?
Join me. Join me.
The war.
So, what is the war? Are we? Is
The
it with
Sabbat.
the SI or is it the
Sabbat's
Sabbat?
SI? Either?
Probably the Sabbat, yeah.
Sabbat.
Okay.
I think
so
the
against the
Sabbat.
Sabbat. Okay. So this war we've raised against the Sabbat. We don't
Oh.
have a city. Oh yeah, we do. London.
London. London is our city. And what does so Tremere probably don't like Sabbat, I'm assuming. They're just dreadful. But
Just
but there's
the
a
worst
reason
thing we can
why
say about Sabbat, they are dreadful.
why would I maybe be attached? I've fallen in love with one. A Sabbat. Secretly.
Wait. Do you tell us?
I'm
Oh,
secretly
okay.
in love with
This
a
queen is
Sabbat.
so dead.
You're in
Yeah,
love with
she's
my
super dead.
alter ego, my actual Sabbat name.
would you be that alter ego? Like, do you just take off the face and then
I
you're
can do
not
that as
Igor
Sabbat.
anymore?
Yeah, technically I can do that.
Oh God.
It's just they
Sabbat
just
are
mold
so-
their face, so like they push their
Sabbat
face and
are
it
so
moves. and-
Scary.
Yeah, they're
They
like
are
morph.
scary.
So you're attached to the war because you love a Sabbat.
I'm secretly in love with a Sabbat, and so I couldn't see anything terrible happen to him if he was to be found out, or if there was to be an all-out war between our Prince Simichi and the Sabbat. That's the first thing I thought of. So I'm gonna go with that.
Well,
That's
since
why
it's a secret.
Yes.
Ooh.
But if you all hear me talk of the war, I never talk so harshly about it, as many people, you know, would probably not be pro Sabbat. I sometimes like to have this neutral stance on it.
Really?
you-
Tell me of your neutral stance.
I think that we could perhaps come to some sort of agreement between our prince and the Sabbat. I think that
The
she
Sabbat
looks-
have never been one for agreements. They sacrifice children.
But there are some that are more reasonable than others, and we could maybe form some sort of alignment or some sort of. I'm just saying that an all-out war might not be the answer. We could make some sort of annulment or give them a space in London that they can have as their own, and we won't have to.
Are you going to convince the Sabbat of this?
I just think that perhaps we could negotiate. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Is violence is not always the answer. Negotiations is my stance on it. Okay.
If you want that to be my alter ego, I put my alter ego's actual name in the thing.
Okay.
He's actually called Kovacs.
Oh God.
But you don't know that
Like-
he's also Igor. Like, I have to go around a tree and then come out the other side and be like, oh, I am Kovacs.
Like the one from Altered Carbon? Is that how you?
Yeah, yeah. I wanted a
Okay.
Hungarian name for him.
Yeah.
Occasionally
gonna
have a
picture-
Superman moment.
It's Altered Carbon and Kovacs, so that's who I'm in love with.
Instead of opening the shirt, you rip off the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
my turn. Do I have
It
to ask
is.
then? All right, here we
Valika.
go. What brings out the queen's kindness? Aww. There's a theme going
Such a
on.
Maggie card.
I know.
Like, dark, dark, dark. Maggie, dark, dark.
Ooh, what brings out the queen's kindness? I think that because I'm a Nosferatu, I get a lot of information. I find like old books and things of that sort. And I think the queen likes gifts. It brings out the kindness in her.
Mm.
And I don't know if gifts necessarily always have to be physical kind. I think sometimes it's just information. So I feel like my Nas is kind of you know, the little teacher's pet. I'm gonna try to bring back all the
Maggie
You're
makes
the brown
teacher's
nose.
pet. There we go.
I scrounge underneath the ground and I get all the information and I bring it back up to her. You know?
Yep.
I'm a little rat. It's great.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
And it is Enter Elysium's town.
Oh, okay. Will be something like, how many innocent people have you killed? The Queen trusts you, but no one else in the royal court does.
Of course. Why do you keep getting these cards?
The cards.
I tell you, this is how my luck rolls. My luck's like, right, everyone else gets a normal game. Fuck you in particular. The Queen trusts you, but no one else in the royal court does. Because I'm a Dzmichi. It's that simple. I helped craft her flesh palace.
We know that.
Yeah, that's why no one else trusts me. The Queen trusts me because it's her flesh palace. The inside of Buckingham Palace, there is like several big rooms and chambers that are just like flesh. And it's like skin and organs and like all of the paintings and stuff are actually just like crisscross veins and stuff that make actual like full-on faces and diagrams and pictures.
Yes. Yes. Mm.
And at one point she asked me to deal with an orphanage and now they're part of the flesh palace.
Lovely.
I'm imagining us just standing there on flesh, surrounded by flesh. There's
Yeah,
like
are the cushions of
stuff
flesh.
dripping down in this palace. I'm like, it's just not my style.
And when you sit on the cushions, they go, ah!
Oh, great.
I attach the vocal cords into the cushion, especially.
Wow.
It's like a whoopee cushion, but screaming.
Exactly.
So we know you're okay, and we know you're not, but we don't know that you're not actually her son, or actually
Yes,
her
I'm
childer.
pretending to be her childer, and I fleshcrafted myself to look like the childer, who is still Dzmichi because she's a Dzmichi, so this is perfectly normal, if
Why
weird.
don't we trust you?
Because it's really
'Cause-
creepy. Every time you walk in there, like the doors scream at you, it looks creepy as fuck. It's
Okay.
Dzmichi stuff. But
So we don't
His-
trust you because
his
you're
name
just a
is
creepy
Igor.
mofo.
yeah, like I do the Dzmichi stuff for her, where she puts like on her public face to be a person to all the clans. I'm like,
Yes, master. Let me go get more children for the cushions. There we go. Right.
Maybe we already didn't trust the real Igor before because he was probably also really messed up. And,
Yeah, no, totally.
Things
Actual
really changed.
childer.
in fact, it probably was actually the older Igor who did that. It wasn't even me. I'm Sabat. I would totally do it, but it wasn't me.
Oh, that's messed up. You have to carry the burdens of. Oh,
I'm Sabat. I would do worse. Bentham, I'm good.
Lord.
does the core girl chew on the flesh crafted furniture?
Yeah,
Asked
it's
Jeff.
terrible. It's so
Maybe.
annoying.
I mean, sometimes he probably can't resist.
I keep it to mend it.
No matter
Yes,
how many
what
times
did the corporal
we've
do?
swallowed.
Right, let me fix that for you, master. Oh,
Just there, you just find me like in a door frame, just like nothing, everything's fine. Mhm. Yes. Okay. I guess. What did you bring with you to protect the queen?
Oh.
Aww.
My claws and I don't know, probably a gun. It's like I want it to be like my body's a weapon, but also let's be smart about this. Like he's probably
Actually, imagine we're in this like carriage together, and you have your claws out and just a gun. You're such a gay
I
girl
feel like,
thing
yeah,
to do.
like he's full like claws and fangs mode, but then he also is just armed to the nines with like
He's
guns
like an
and knives and
AK-47
stuff. It's
and like a bandolier.
Could you maybe, Corgi, put some of the weapons away? We may be at war, but we are not in war.
like,
at the
you never
moment.
know when we might need him.
It's true. You never know when we need them.
You are a kindred. And why do you need guns at all?
Because
You
I
shoot-
can't kill
that's
people
what you do with
range
guns, you
with
shoot them.
claws.
I don't know why we have to kill them at all. We could just negotiate them. To
We
death.
could just negotiate with them. That's my plan. No need for
I
guns.
lean over to my friend Corgi here and I say, negotiation doesn't always work. It's good to have a backup plan.
Very persuasive. I hold up a random gun.
Oh,
Right now.
you make me nervous, please.
Very persuasive.
Oh,
Ah!
yes, immediately. Like,
Put it down. Put it down.
just
It's like I'm
please.
pointing it at the roof. There's nothing up there. It's fine.
And it goes off.
I like look down from the
But
front.
there is sunshine. It is the middle of the day.
That is a point. I would burn a hole in my face.
Yeah, I like stretch down, like my neck elongates from outside where I'm wearing a big black overcoat with the hood up, and I'm like,
Please don't fire it. Put a hole in the carriage. I can't fix that as easily. I'll have to find a child to
it's
fit
fine.
a
I wasn't
hole.
gonna. I've just was making a point. I mean, it persuaded you to be worried. It worked.
Well, the Gangrel has a point. Would somebody like to draw a card?
It's you.
You.
It's you.
Oh, is it my turn? I would like to
Yeah.
draw a card. Oh, okay. I suspect
Oh.
this journey isn't just about diplomatic negotiations.
that's good. We
What
already
else
established
do
that.
I believe is going on and why?
Ooh.
Since I have all of your ears, and I point to Corgi,
My ear elongates towards you.
I would like to bring up the point that I don't think weapons are going to help us because, well, I don't believe this is about diplomatic negotiations. And I definitely don't think it's about killing.
What do you
Oh, I
think
kind of
it's
assumed
about?
if we weren't doing the first one, it was the second one. Is there another one?
What do you think it's about? I have my own theories. I have lots of theories.
I have a theory. And maybe our Igor could shed some light on this subject of flesh crafting. But we know that our beloved prince has been around a long, long time. I have heard rumor through the lips of Sabat that there are more than one.
What do you want,
More than one prince, like our prince. And that it is time for this one to go into sleep, hibernation, and for another exact replica to be exchanged. It only happened every so a few
Right.
100 years.
We must tell the queen.
We should not, in case this is a secret the prince chooses to keep.
Yeah, she probably knows if she's going to go to sleep, right?
Hmm.
Because she'll
I-
get sleepy.
Just saying, there's nothing wrong with the exchange. I just believe we have been misled in its original purpose.
Fascinating.
Okay, I guess that
Most
means nothing to
interesting.
shoot then.
Um,
Sadly
well,
puts gun down.
actually, Corgi, as much as it pains me to say it, I was going to say that may not be the case. The
So
exchanging
is-
of two very powerful bodies that represent one very powerful entity could result in problems if anyone else finds out.
Ugh.
Right, good time for an ambush. Okay, I can keep an eye out. Yes, this is.
Keep 2 or 3. I can give you more. Do you want more eyes?
2 is fine. 2
You
is
sure?
You could have. I put my hand, and like as my hand comes away, I've got 6 eyes.
More eyes.
Oh.
good. It's like
Visceral,
I'll
please.
get back to you if I lose one, but
Okay,
I
you
haven't
Sure,
yet.
I take
so...
one eye off my head and I offer it to you.
Uh,
No.
No,
take-
I'm
I
good,
snag
I'm
it.
good.
There you
I'll
go.
snag it.
Oh.
Oh, if I need to look behind me, I'll just ask someone else what they see.
You sure? I just to let my hand look eyes around my head.
I
Please
No.
stop doing this. Why do you have so many eyes? Where did you get them?
You are going to need to feed very soon, and we have a very long carriage ride.
Well,
Do not
we-
make me turn it around and take it back to the city.
Well, we went to a
That
service
makes
station
sense.
before. I thought I'd pick some up.
I eat the eyeball.
I would like
This
to
is-
remind all
The
of you
eyeball
that we are
like turns into
sharing
a centipede in your mouth and starts crawling around.
Oh.
Thank you.
I pull it out.
Igor, as much as I appreciate your craft, I am going to have to ask you to refrain from such vulgar transitions in such small spaces.
Agreed.
Oh, I was just trying to help.
You will be extraordinarily helpful. Do you think you
Okay.
can do that? What they have done? Make a copy, per se.
Maybe.
So exact that no one would
Possible.
know.
It would be hard, but maybe.
Well then, Igor, save your strength.
Not very strong.
Well, you've got a whole carriage ride to figure that out.
As he goes like this, like his bicep actually, his arm bends in the middle like that.
Well,
Fascinating one, that one.
there are my reasons behind why I don't think this is diplomatic negotiations.
Hmm.
And that's also why we don't trust Igor.
Yes.
Yes. He's just a weird one, that one.
I don't trust him, but I'm also intrigued by him. I have like probably
Very nice of you.
notes.
I like
Yeah.
the fact you're playing a really cute, like nice voice character, but you probably have like horrific, like face missing stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not cute.
Face meat.
Yeah.
Okay, I just drew my next card.
Okay.
When was the last time the queen showed you real kindness?
Hmm.
Fascinating. I would say that the queen many years ago, the queen awarded our clan, the Tremere, our very own a brand new chantry. And
Oh.
it's quite a lovely place. You all should come visit sometime. Well, maybe not all of you, but
I heard that.
Maybe one of you.
Maybe one at a time. You can come visit.
I've already been there.
Oh, have you? Lovely. It is a place with a wealth of knowledge and information that I just find myself lost there many, many days. And it was very kind of the prince to give us such a lovely place.
You
This
might
chantry.
say it's very enchanting.
It
One would
very
not
good.
say that.
No.
Very good, Igor. That's
But
Fine.
good try. Maybe
I
points.
hear I'm very trying.
So it's good to remember these things when thinking about our prince. I don't know. If something were to happen to her during these negotiations, I don't know how I feel about it. I do. She's been quite kind to me.
Remember, all kind gestures come because she wants something.
Of course, but of course.
Are we a coterie? We've got to be a coterie.
This is
The
this
most,
is the,
I was going to say the most dysfunctional coterie. The second most
most-
dysfunctional
the
coterie.
second-
I
the
hear there's
second
one in
most-
Chicago that's worse.
yeah. Those Chicago coteries. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
I would
Such
say
a
we
mess.
are.
They got nicknamed the Loud Ones. It's crazy.
Yep. Oh, my Tsimichi definitely calls the Queen Mother.
That's
Ah.
disturbing.
Lord.
Exactly.
Well, like I said, take her kindness for what you will.
Mother's very kind.
Yes, but Mother is in fact a ruler. And as all rulers, they have no friends, only followers.
And sons.
And son. Awkward pause in the carriage. Yes, there's literally not
That's
even any
appropriate.
breath because we don't breathe. It's just
Yeah.
Scribble,
silent.
scribble, scribble,
Max
scribble,
is
scribble.
Max is sad.
Yep. Next,
Ooh,
that's
I'm going
okay.
next.
It's
All
fine.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
What part of this journey will be the most difficult? How do you pull the rest of the
Coterie.
retinue through it? Hmm.
Yeah, coterie. Well, we could say coterie.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the most difficult part is probably just getting along with everyone. My character probably doesn't really care to. Belika probably doesn't like being around other people in general. I like to be on my own, so I think that's probably going to be difficult. But beyond that is, the trust between everybody, and I think I'm just trying not to rock the boat or the carriage. in this
I'm a
case.
bull.
It's a challenge every day to stop someone from throwing someone else out of the carriage into the sunlight.
Exactly.
I now imagine a montage scene where it's like, stop touching me. You're in my space. And it's just like a whole series of like road trip style montages where we're like dealing with each other. In
There's
this
definitely a shot where it gets to
carriage.
nighttime where Max sticks his head out of the window and it's like,
I'm just trying to like read my book, and it's like
Fresh air.
Yeah.
Oh, nearly there yet.
Yeah, because I'm stood up with my head out the side. I'm getting in everyone's way.
like you've got your ass in someone's face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, mother, are we there yet? Yep.
Mother, are we there yet?
How do you pull us through it though?
Oh,
How do you,
like I
how
said-
do you ground us since we're bickering?
like I said, I think the goal is Valika tries just to not rock the carriage, like tries to like keep everything neutral.
You're a
So when
bookworm,
everyone
right?
was like, for instance, when everyone was kind of like beating up on Igor, she was just, or making fun of, the pup. He was just trying to like, or they were just trying to like, sway them the other way to keep them calm, type of thing.
And try not to elbow anyone in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't elbow anybody in the face. Definitely not the gang girl. Don't
Hey,
get mad.
not to say that it is successful. It's just trying.
It's just who's next? Are we ready for another card?
Oh, it's me.
Delicious.
Don't forget, you can always pass a card as well.
But I want to betray people.
I know you do.
Oh my god, it fits
Oh
so
my-
well.
Now we know.
Oh my God, how did he know?
Oh my god. You keep drawing all of these like
It's like so perfect. Okay.
yeah.
I love all the cards he's getting though. They're great.
I've got a great narrative going on, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
jelly. Mine's very kind, which is weird for an Oscar.
So Kovacs.
You gotta read it out. You gotta read it
Yeah,
out.
the
Ian.
queen.
Yeah.
The queen's responsible for the death of someone you loved. Who and what happened? So Kovacs was originally turned by the queen, and then when he didn't do what she said, she had his entire family merged into a giant fleshy blob.
Does she keep it? Did she keep it?
And she probably kept it. Yeah, it's probably like her bedroom.
It's in the Flesh Palace.
It is the bedroom. No, it is the bedroom. And Kovacs.
This is the family room. It contains a family.
Oh
in
my
one object.
god. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Metal. That is
And-
so
And every
metal.
time you see that, you're reminded of your family.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Reminded,
That
they're
is
yelling
so
like,
metal.
"Help me!"
Yep.
messed up.
And Kovacs was presumed dead afterwards as like he walked out into the sunlight. But what actually happened was that he faked his own death, joined the Sabbat, and now is re-infiltrating with the aim of hopefully overthrowing the queen. So now I've got 3 names.
Wow. And so was killing her childer and taking their place like part of your great plan?
Oh yeah, like she liked the childer a lot, likes her childer a lot, I guess.
Likes her childer,
that
and
was
so-
part of one of his revenge is kill that childer.
Man.
Get close.
Because like she thinks she
Yeah.
failed with Kovacs, so she got a new childer and was like, "Look at this new childer! Isn't he brilliant? He does everything I say."
Wow.
Yeah. I love
Ca-
it.
The Kane story there is like killing your brother
Oh.
type thing. That's really messed up.
Oh yeah.
All right, Bentham.
Bentham. Dig our hole deeper.
You sometimes think you might be the king's favorite.
Because you're a wild dog.
There's more that why, and why does this worry you?
Oh.
Because she tends to turn the ones she likes into
Okay.
like things in her flesh palace.
I'm thinking. I think I might be the queen's favorite because he always keeps me close by. I'm always at her heel, and like ready to spring in to protect her. Except that one time where she sent me on a suicide mission, but we don't talk about that time. And
Why do you look so
I think-
worried though?
yeah, and I think
About it.
she does it because I'm an obvious like dog to set upon anyone that comes at her. And,
Major Dakota
she
vibes
knows
right
that
now.
she's not going to get much trouble from me. That I'm likely to just do whatever she says, and that works out. Why am I worried?
Her previous favorites got
You're
diabolized.
sweating, Corgi.
Yeah, maybe it's so that there were many corgis once.
You're the last Corgi.
Maybe it's just that, there's always been the queen's right hand corgi, but they generally don't live very long.
And whenever she needs a
You're
snack,
the
she just
longest
eats the
living-
corgi.
It's like I'm the longest living one and maybe the last one, and I'm like, this doesn't look. I'm concerned I might die.
She is a Samichi.
Yes.
She is a Samichi. Maybe she alters her corgis to make them just better occasionally.
Just better, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your time is. I would my character would
coming.
think your time is coming
Right.
soon. and
Right,
it
so
doesn't
I'm
matter
worried that
date.
either I'll become obsolete and then get upgraded, or I'll just get killed in action. It's not a good place to be as
Corgi
the
killed
only
in action.
Of
yeah,
course.
the only remaining corgi sworn to protect her, and there's no one else to help. And if I'm not good enough, then I'll be made good enough.
Oh, maybe this
It's
happens to corgis that fail her. Like her real corgis are actually corgi gangrel who failed her and get turned into her corgis.
You have been a very dedicated and good Corgi. I have no doubts that she's going to leave you just as you are.
Yep, it's
Yes,
fine.
you're a very
I
good
do my job
boy.
well, and that's not ever gonna change at all. Nope,
Of course not.
I'm great.
We'll... Sure.
I'm strong. Got sharp claws. I got it. I got this. I got it handled. Nailing it.
You sound very confident.
And now, because I'm the only one left, and never gonna be sent on away missions again. It's fine. Everything's
Unless this
fine.
is your last away mission.
Wait,
Just...
Oh, that's
kidding.
very funny. Very
Corgi.
funny.
The
The elephants in the room.
why are you wearing a red
So
shirt?
big right now.
Corgi, why are you wearing a red shirt?
Oh dear.
Yes, it's not a good color on you.
It's so to hide other people's blood.
I think it's a great color.
Well,
All right.
It's my turn? Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
A different time. You think of someone in this coterie as the prince's favorite. Who? What makes you think this?
Well, that's
What a way to draw those.
yeah.
I struggle not being the favorite. I know that she has a soft spot for that Nosferatu.
Yes.
Drawn to its kindness.
And its usefulness, of course.
Yes. Well,
I like the fact that you're having this conversation like she's just across the bench in the carriage, right there.
I hear you.
Of course, Nos always have a way of hearing it.
sorry, that always surprises me, considering the fact you're missing an ear.
wait, you need an extra ear.
Wait, she's the favorite? Oh.
No.
Oh, Corgi. A gangrel will never be the prince's favorite.
But I'm the right-hand protector. Like, without me, it could have
You
been
are her
assassinated by
lapdog.
now.
She's
It's
just jealous.
important.
You're still the favorite. It's fine.
And trust me,
There you go.
like I said, the queen, she has a soft spot for
You did
Your
give her
name.
fleas at one time.
a kid. Yes,
that was
the flea,
other
the flea
corgi's
problem. That was decades ago. Must
was-
we
yeah,
bring
that was
it
the
back
other
up
corgi's
again?
fault. That
We had
was not
shag
mine.
carpet everywhere. It was a disaster.
Not my fault. I was just an innocent bystander in the flea incident.
Yes. No, but the prince does have a little bit of a soft spot for you, Valika. You can try to deny it all you want and try to play neutral, but we all know you love it, brown noser.
Well,
You can't help her nose is brown.
true. I can't. Also, well, maybe I could actually.
I
It doesn't
can.
really matter to me.
Want me to help?
I'm good.
Fine.
We have talked about this.
I
No
asked
room,
for
no flesh
consent.
crafting in the cart.
Whoa.
Oh,
You must wait till we are outside.
but Cecilia, I want to fresh craft things.
Well, then you must wait till we are not in motion or in a small space. What if you sneezed? Oh, wait, you're kindred. What if we hit a bump? And
Oh,
An
okay.
eyeball will go flying.
Fleshcraft a second nose on my chest.
Next time we stop,
didn't
can
be
I
able to show my
flesh
face
craft
again.
some kind?
Well,
You
you
are-
can need it crafted away if you didn't want it on your chest. It's fine.
Okay.
I guess what I'm saying is, I will have plenty of opportunities for you to save fleshcraft. And remember, you're saving your powers. But
Yes.
to get those energies built up, we're going to have a big one.
Oh God, are we there yet?
Everyone has to say, "Are we there yet?" At some point during this journey.
Yeah.
You know, there's a fun Zamichi saying that the thing you do
Note that.
when you don't like someone, you punish them. You tell them to eat a bag of dicks.
Why? Have you ever seen a bag of dicks?
Yes.
Me too. It's not really as pleasant as one might think.
It's not meant to be pleasant. Of
Well,
course-
clearly, because
yeah,
it is
well,
Dimitri's saying.
I bet, Cecilia, you enjoy a bag of dicks, so that's fair. Sorry.
Well, I enjoy them occasionally. Dicks, not the
apologize.
bag part. They come here.
Well, we know which
Oh,
way
God.
they
Who-
swing.
I was gonna say, right, yeah. Who's?
Oh,
I've got
oh,
a spare
yeah.
if you need one.
Oh, wait. What makes you? Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Next.
Well, yes, Malik. After that, you can eat a bag of dicks. That's the favorite.
No, that's bad. She shouldn't do that. That's nasty.
Oh.
Queen. Oh,
The qu-
oh.
The queen lights a fire in you.
That's like a punishment.
the prince. What is? I know. I take that a
Punishment.
little.
It's like
metaphorical fire.
no.
Yeah.
Or a real one.
Yeah, it's like this could go either way.
Yeah.
Oh, this is I'm trying to think how this one would work. The queen lights a fire in you.
I mean, it can be a fire like I hate her. She drives a fire for me to kill her, or to get revenge, or to get my love. Or it doesn't have to be a good thing for her. Just she motivates you in some way.
And it could be like motivates you to do
Yeah.
something, right? Like it can be a motivation and not necessarily a.
The way she wears those dresses.
I
This
don't
really
know what a Samichi prince would, other than like making weird.
What's your
Flesh-
established thing about your character? You've got a love who is a Sabat,
Yes.
and maybe the queen drives you to that somehow, like the way the queen talks, or something to do with the queen's policies, or something.
Or maybe you actually know that it's true that there are multiples of her. Maybe you're in on the knowledge.
Oh.
And that's why you're like connected to all of this. Because if that's the case, she lights a fire in you because she's brilliant and she's made multiple copies of herself, so she's never not gonna be the
Yes.
prince.
This is most.
You're the fire is to learn more.
I do want to learn more about how this all works, about how
Mm.
she can continuously make copies of herself. I must know more. And going here, seeing it happen, if we are going to be the first witnesses of this happening, quite possibly. And I need to know. I need to know how it's done. I need to see the process. I hope we are the first ones to witness it. If this is what is going to happen, of course. It could be just negotiations, as they say. But I hope it is otherwise.
Me too. I'd like to know how many of them there are of her. That could be educational.
What
I'd like
if
to
we
document every moment?
What would you do if you saw? I'm going to ignore that comment. What documenting it all? What would you do if you saw multiple copies of our prince? How? I don't know what I would.
I would probably clap first because
How-
that's
how would-
exciting.
How would you decide which one is the real one? Is there a real one? I don't know.
When this
I
copy, you
believe
have to
that is
bow.
probably part of the reason why she's done it. If you can't find the real one, then you don't know which one to actually kill.
Does it matter?
It doesn't, because you'd have another copy in place.
So they're all real.
Yes, they're all
Or
real.
none of them are?
or none of them are.
Oh, it's already cunning plan.
Interesting. I wonder if the real...
They're probably all real, I'm just saying.
It's true. I do wonder, though, how she selects, the next kindred to pose.
Oh dear.
Well, what if she actually makes them into, like
And
actually
how did she-
herself?
From nothing. It's not just a fleshcraft of another kindred. She can make it from nothing.
Well, you can just do that.
How
My
did
hand
she
now
do
has like a
that?
dick in it.
Oh. And the
Yep.
thing is, she just makes them look so real. I mean, most of the time, if you see a Samichi creation, you can kind of tell, No offense, Igor.
It doesn't look right.
She's clearly spent many a millennia.
She's just a lot better at it than me. There's no way I could pull off a convincing disguise like that.
Well, I guess we'll find
Awkward
out.
pause.
I lean in then to Eva.
Yes.
Eva.
Yes.
And they say, been close with the prince for a long time. I wonder if she would consider changing some of her closest advisors. Could put us in a position to sleep for a while, but also in a position to rule for a while.
Yes. That would be most advantageous.
But what do I know?
Of course. Something to keep in mind, as always.
All right. I will pull my card, which is what makes the queen ugly in your eyes?
Oh.
She's not as pretty as you.
Everyone beneath me is ugly.
That's interesting.
Ooh. I think maybe I don't like, because she tries to look like she's trying to look like a respectable human, right? She's trying to pass off as like, I'm a human, right?
Yeah.
I'm immortal.
She's got like
I probably think
yeah.
that's gross. I'm like, ew, she wants to pretend she's mortal.
Yeah, you're like, we should
She wants to control these people who are below us, who don't have powers, who are, like we should be, eating them instead.
Yeah, and she's
Eating.
nice to mortals and
Oh.
everything.
Yeah.
Interesting. So partially it's her humanity that makes her ugly to you?
Yeah, her humanity.
She's a
Amazing.
Samichi. She probably doesn't have humanity. She's probably just really good at faking it.
Yeah,
Of
but
course.
I think from my perspective, maybe I don't realize that she's faking it, right?
Yeah.
As
Or you could
much.
even like the fake is too real. It's just you shouldn't lower yourself to have to fake that much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
above
you don't
that.
have to do it that much.
Yeah.
Much. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
choice at that point. Yeah.
You're so powerful.
Yeah,
you can just
that's
rule
what
these
it is.
mortals. Why are you bothering?
Well, maybe she finds value in the mortals.
Ugh. What kind of value could they have other than, well, they taste
They are
delicious.
very good.
There
Yeah.
is the
Material.
sustenance piece of it, but as long as their society continues to function, we too are allowed to, well, still be here. If they struggle and fall or something happens, imbalance.
But we could
all
just
about
Go
balance.
over it all and we could rule.
Could we? They outnumber us by extraordinary amounts.
And
Not
daylight
if
is
we
an issue.
eat them all. What if we turn them?
You would
Then-
have our
Wait, who would we eat?
Not we, but like, the royal we.
I think it's a nice system. They feed us, we help them out. It works. It's a good dynamic. Feels
and
right.
considering the fact she is a Tamichi, it's probably a good thing that she hasn't fleshcrafted us all into strange little things. And if she is more concerned with Kine than she is with us, it just means we don't have to worry so much, right, Corgi?
Well,
It's
speak for yourself.
very conscious that flesh crafted us.
You are worried?
No. Wait, none of you have been. None of you.
No, not at all.
Igor says with his mouth on one side of his face. His eyes are slightly not in line, and he's got like a huge hunchback.
Oh, no.
He probably has 6 fingers as well.
I am all natural.
Igor looks at her chest and is like,
In my second life, I am all.
Oh, rude.
Well, I guess not all of us then.
And Malika goes back down to writing.
Igor like leans down next to you really close and is like,
It's okay. Know how you feel.
puts a hand on your shoulder. It's got 6 fingers.
It's okay. I probably also have 6 fingers.
Oh.
Oh, it's a touching moment.
Oh, a 6-finger hand link. Oh, that must be hard if you have 6 fingers to find somebody else that you can link every finger with. You have to find another 6-fingered person.
I mean, if you've
There
got
you
6
go.
and they've
Well,
got
no, 'cause
5, you
can have-
just
yeah,
you go in
can have
between.
feel
Yeah.
like-
6 around the
Like
5.
if you've got 4 and 5, they go in like that. So you're fine. It's just if you have like 1 extra that's an issue.
But
If
you
you've
would
got
have,
7,
but if I had a 6-finger, I'd have one that doesn't get a
that's fine. You get to be the
Well,
big
that's fine.
hand
You
versus
always
the small
like
hand.
with 5 fingers. You always have one that's on the outside from
Yeah,
some.
you just get to be the big hand versus the small hand, like spoons.
You have a second one. Down
There's
here by
still
my-
that. Yeah,
But
there's
then-
still always
but
that
no,
extra.
you do it the other way. So it's the.
Oh, down here?
thumbs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Huh. But what if you
I
have
don't feel like that would always work out. We were talking about the logistics of a 6-fingered
6-finger spoon.
spoons. Yeah.
It'd be
I'm
fine.
just
The only problem
saying.
is if you had someone with 6 fingers and then someone who'd lost a finger, then it wouldn't work.
Yeah, then it'd be tough.
Yeah, no 4 to
Okay,
6.
maybe I
ratio.
have 4 fingers then. I'm missing a thumb.
Aw.
Oh,
I can get you an extra thumb if you want.
but God, no thumb. That's the worst.
Yeah, but I have like long claws.
Ugh. Do they curl? Curl.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, very
Oh,
nice.
you're such a Nosferatu. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like
Yeah.
yellow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's
Chipped
very
on
nice.
the end. Yeah. Ugh.
Yep.
Yep.
Apparently, one of the flesh crafting powers is literally to make someone's spine go up and down their body like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is that useful?
You know,
Yeah,
murder? Murder.
Oh, okay,
right,
perfect.
yep.
It's called Impaler's Fence. Cause the victim's spine to shoot up and down them.
I mean,
Interesting.
the up is all you. It doesn't need to go back down. That's just a
No,
waste
like once
of
you
effort.
cram the spine into the skull, it's over.
Yeah.
Whose turn is
It's
it?
me.
It's E's turn.
Oh.
Oh.
She said my family were beautiful. While standing
She
in the
said
middle
what?
of the... She said my family were beautiful. The queen gave you a compliment
Oh.
once. What was it, and why have a word stayed with you? She said, while standing in the middle of the family room, made out of my family, that my family were beautiful.
She didn't know. She didn't say that to you because she doesn't know that you're.
Oh, no, this was when I was her child, long ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And that's why,
And-
I hate her so much. She was like,
like-
oh, your family are beautiful. Sits on, family, and,
And you never forgot that.
I never forgot it.
Oh.
The
I
words
don't think
stayed
you
I
with
could
me.
the
forget that.
positioning.
That's pretty horrifying.
Yeah,
I like
that
the
would be very
positioning
hard
of
to
the
forget.
comma as the queen gave you a compliment once.
True. Once I got a compliment, and
one
it was my
time.
family were very comfortable.
They are comfortable after all. It's not a lie.
Unfortunately, I would know. I
And
cannot
tasty.
enter that room. I also would not know this. I need
Yep.
flesh.
Yep.
Just gnawing at a table lamp from the family room.
That's so dark.
The cards
Yeah.
gave me this background.
It's true. Okay, we're
True.
good. I was checking where we were at on the card prompts. Okay,
Bentham.
Bentham.
Okay. The queen knows something about you that no one else does. What is it? Oh,
You're not a good boy.
Ooh.
More.
It's my dark secret.
That you can't actually pet the dog.
Oh, I don't know.
Did you do a bad thing? Did you break a conviction? Did you break a tenant of the Camarilla?
Yeah, maybe like in my youth as a vampire, I screwed it up somehow.
Oh my god.
So,
Chat
listen,
says secretly you're a lupine. You actually changed it to a corgi.
I'm actually a were-corgi.
Maybe something like you frenzied and you killed someone important or something.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. That I killed one of her advisors, one of her trusted people in a moment of
Yeah.
frenzy.
Oh, and you
Yeah.
like Diablerize them in the middle of a frenzy.
Oh yeah, let's go with that.
Ooh.
And then she was like, I will hold this over you forever. You will serve me.
Which is probably why she saved you for last. Out of
Yeah.
all the corgis.
Oh.
She's the
Most
most to
leverage,
hold-
yeah.
the most leverage to hold
Yeah.
over your head.
Oh, he ate a
Like, on
primogen.
her
Yeah, what if
words-
you ate a primogen?
Yeah, on her word, I'm dead.
Wait, what if you ate the previous Tremere primogen and now Tracy's the Tremere primogen because you ate the previous
Oh.
one?
Oh.
Delicious.
And,
Yeah, right.
and she covered for you, so the prince would have covered probably. Oh
Mm.
It's a
man,
The
weird,
prince was like,
weird
yeah, it just
wizardy
died.
dude
It
that
was
didn't like him.
lupines.
In a weird way, you helped me rise to power.
it's
Thank you,
true.
guys.
But nobody knows.
But nobody knows.
knows.
It was a
It was
tragic,
like,
tragic.
didn't like him. It was
appearance.
this creepy wizardy dude. It was like always casting. But he
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
get a bit of fire, and I just went nuts.
It was Saito.
Yes,
Saito.
I ate Saito. I killed and ate Saito.
Oh, it was.
Came back around. You killed Saito.
Oh
It's
man.
like- yeah, he took me out on a trip. Was like, I'm gonna teach you this cool trick I learned, and then I frenzied and I killed him, and it
Yeah.
was embarrassing.
You totally
Oh no.
And then the queen was like, it was definitely a werewolf.
did. Yes. She
You
covered
just
for
need
you.
to
Yep,
power
de-
it.
totally.
We'll
And
help
I got him too.
Right.
That's what this blood is.
You're still like half corgi, the first sodden with blood.
Yeah, but I killed the one who killed the guy, obviously,
Obviously.
and I ate all of him, so there's none of him left.
Ew.
Well,
We found out that corgi's actually an organovore now.
tasty morsel.
So I think I got away with it.
Maybe that's how you're.
Queen's like,
not
you didn't get
growing
away
up.
with it.
When did I know that I was in love with the prince?
Oh.
Don't drink the blood again.
Ooh,
Don't, you
that's
gotta
a
stop drinking the
turn.
blood.
I know I have to stop
I know.
drinking the blood, but it tastes so good. Yeah, no, I would well, we all love her. It's not just me. So I feel comfortable telling you. I fell in love with her. Oh, the moment she took the seat.
Hmm.
Which was a long time. No, well, we didn't really decide. I fell in love with her the moment she took the seat. Something about power really does it for me.
You sure not Ventro?
Oh, I've been with Ventru. I just.
They're always just too dominating for you?
Possibly. I prefer a lighter touch.
I pull out a mouse from inside of one of my shirts. It's really
Oh,
gross.
no.
And I offer it.
I feed it to the corgi.
This is Speckle. They
Oh.
have
Oh.
they're very light touching.
They.
I can have a look.
I offer it.
It's like a little lab rat, a test rat.
cannot.
Can I do a thing?
I just can't.
Are you gonna turn it into a dick again?
No. I'm gonna turn it into a flower. A fleshy
Oh.
flower.
A flesh flower. Mm.
I take
Taste-
Speckle back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tasty than the
they
normal
want-
flowers.
I put them back in my shirt. Oh, I give them kisses and then I put them back in my shirt.
You kissed it. I have so many things to say and nothing to say. Your turn.
Yes, I will pick. Oh, this looks like a long one. Who
That's what she
is?
said.
Oh, I pull out one more. It's a dead one, and I hand it to you so you can make your weird flower.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
How'd you find that?
After he makes the flower, I eat it.
Who is this distant
Perfect
power you are traveling to, and why do they make you uneasy?
Mm.
So, is this referring to the fact that the prince is Is that the dark secret that we kind of agreed that we're going to?
We're going to a
Yeah.
place where there's multiple, like, tortured
Yes.
princes.
Yes.
What
So
if
this is what we're
it's-
traveling to.
But we were told we only believe that's a possibility. I think what we decided was that we were told that we were headed to broker an alliance with this distant power.
Yeah.
Right.
We didn't say what that power was. We did say dark power, though. I think I
Yes.
It could be a Methuselah versus Michi, and he's the one who makes the clones, but also we think we're just talking to him.
Oh God, that's incredibly dangerous.
Maybe she has.
Yeah, I could suspect that there's some sort of higher power at play here, whether it be Methuselah or something else.
I've heard that Methuselahs are incapable of feeding on kind blood.
I mean, they can.
To
It just takes thousands of them.
Yes, but it takes far fewer kindred.
Right, we snacks.
This could very well be. We've never
It
been
would
brought.
make for a trade for such a important transition.
We've never been brought to one of these ceremonies, negotiations before. This is the first time. So there could be
Yes, I'm very
something.
excited.
Or we should be very nervous.
Why would I be nervous? I get to learn more things.
And then get
Nothing.
eaten.
Yes.
The queen wouldn't let anything happen to us. We're all very, very important in the court.
Mm-hmm.
We're also very powerful,
Which means we're very tasty.
of course.
You know, I have worked far too hard to get here to be eaten by another kindred.
I'm just saying, these are things we should all keep in mind when we are going to this final destination. That it may not all be flowers and rainbows for us. We should keep
Wait.
our eyes out.
What am I meant to do if she does? She's
I
my
don't like
mother.
flowers and rainbows
We
anyway.
can't let her eat me, but I also don't want to harm mother.
Well, then I suggest you hop off the cart now.
I'm driving it.
Well, then looks like you're in for the ride.
I'm not inside it.
What I'm saying is you're going to have to come with us and
Okay.
make a decision in the moment.
Yes.
You phase what you're capable of doing when the time calls for it.
If she tries to eat me, I'm definitely going to turn myself into a bag of dicks.
Well, that seems like a potentially good choice, in fact.
And the queen can eat a bag of dicks.
The queen then can eat a bag of dicks.
That's going to be taken out of context.
I mean, the context is realer than it's ever been for that phrase.
I guess it's true. It's true. Who's next? Unless we didn't feel like the question was answered.
I think so.
I mean, it makes you uneasy because it's a Methuselah, and now we know that we
Yes.
could possibly be snacked for trade.
This puts us very much in danger, yes. So I am very uneasy about this.
But I love the queen. She would never harm us.
Mhm.
All right, the next one is the queen had you punished once. What about the memory of that will stay with you forever? Ooh.
There's that kind queen.
So much for being loyal Nos.
Yeah. I think that
She turned a friend into Speckle.
one time I did not get her the information that she wanted. I misinterpreted it. And she locked me up in a cage and made me watch things that I will never forget. But I don't like speaking about it. It's fine.
Wow.
Wow.
She didn't even give me paper, so I could at least like write down what I was seeing.
Wow.
And then she makes you keep those things that you drew on your wall, so you have
I
to get
feel like-
reminded of them.
Or maybe like it's in your notebook, but it's like in the back, and like you never turn to those pages, but you know that it's always there, like those things that you wrote from that one
Mm.
day.
And
And it
whenever,
just-
whenever you're like insolent to her, she's like, "Look at the back of your notebook,"
Yeah.
and you have to be
and
like,
you're just
like
reminded of that horrible experience.
Ooh, yeah, maybe.
Ooh.
like you carry around your own like punishment journal that she makes you read. Ugh. I mean, I turned people into furniture, but that's nasty.
Maybe the things that you had to watch were just the family room. It's horrifying enough.
Her creating the family room.
Ooh.
Oh God.
All right, we have EE's next.
What brings out the queen's cruelty?
Keep it in the theme. Keep it in the theme.
Yep, gotta keep that
Yep,
going.
always. The negative ones. About the queen.
Disobedience. She hates
Ooh.
disobedience, even the slightest bit. Like, even when, like, you know, obviously Velika meant well and just interpreted the communication wrong or whatever, she was just like, nope, that's disobedience. It's going to be punished really hard. Like, she just does not like anyone at all, even slightly disobeying her, even by accident.
And that's why I'm her favorite.
You're too dumb to disobey her.
Yes, exactly.
And also, Kovacs is definitely going to have an American accent to pay Tracy back.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
that makes
Doc, we
sense.
established that the queen's cruelty is brought out by even the slightest bit of disobedience.
Oh, she doesn't like us to disobey.
Oh, not even slightly. No.
Okay. You have a personal connection to the land you are currently traveling through. What makes you want to stay, and why don't you?
Ooh.
Well, where are we traveling
Where's
through? Did we think about where this destination was? If it's a long trip, I guess it's in Scotland, because there's nowhere else you can go with a cart.
We can
That's
get the
what I'm-
car
that's
on
what
the
I'm
Channel
thinking.
Tunnel.
We drive the cart into the train,
Yep.
and we go through the tunnel. We come out in France.
Yeah, I like that idea. Car on a Channel Tunnel. Yeah, totally.
We actually do that. We like there's a part where we're in an old-fashioned wooden cart parked in the Eurotunnel train.
Yeah, you've got like you're like probably have like 6 horses and this fancy like carriage at the back just mounting up.
In a tiny tube,
Yep.
going at great speed. That's amazing. Yeah, sure. We're in France right now. And we're headed to some probably ancient, evil-looking castle there or whatever.
Transylvania.
Yeah.
I was thinking that, but that's a really long way.
It's where
Yeah.
Dmitri from.
Okay, we're going
That's-
to Transylvania.
Wow. That okay.
Let's
long
see,
journey.
like, at the time we're traveling through like France, and maybe that was where he was raised. Perhaps like he was turned by someone else, obviously. So perhaps he spent his early days, like living in France, wandering the wildernesses, eating people occasionally.
Were you like on your gap year or something? Sorry, your gap year.
My gangrel gap year? Yeah, I don't know. Is I don't think that's a thing.
That sounds right. Yeah,
I can
that
see a
sounds right.
gangrel
But
gap year.
A
Yeah.
gangrel gap. You traveled to America. You went to Burning Man. You came back.
I want to see what blood tastes like in other countries. Let's go.
I mean, you got turned
I
on
have
your
to
gap year, not
sample-
you went on a gap year because you were turned.
I have to sample all the different flavors of blood.
Look, it's not actually champagne if it's not made in the Champagne region and raised there from the age of like
they have
one.
to have been born and raised in, the Champagne area
region.
of-
That's
of
how they're
France
called
too.
champagne. Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, no. He spent a lot of time. In France. He enjoyed his time there, and he was free then. He was free to wander the wilderness and be his own pupper. And
Oh, that makes
like,
sense. Why you might want
Aw.
to stay. That freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big
He-
deal.
he-
Like,
He misses those times, but I don't know. Maybe he like
but he
came into some trouble there, and is like, no, I have to serve the queen now. If
Yeah.
I wander
she's
off
gonna
now, I'll probably
flesh
get.
shape me.
Well, yeah, if I try and
Yes.
escape, I might get flesh shaped, or maybe she'll tell everyone I
She
killed
used your
that
spine
guy.
as a leash.
Oh yeah.
Disobedience.
Like, yeah, no, this
Yes,
is
she
this
has
is
blackmail
the
on
role.
you.
Like, I'm kept fed. I don't have to worry about screwing up and breaking the masquerade because the queen will handle it. You know, it works out, even though I miss.
Mm.
I'm definitely seeing you as more of an Organivore now because you have like a doggy bowl with like mashed up organs in it.
Yep, I'm on board.
This is a hot mess of a gangrel
Yeah.
situation. This
Second worst
screams
coterie.
so many bad things.
Should we just
Alright.
do Dot's last one and then take our break?
Yeah, we can do that. I was about to say, let's
Do
see
we
how
know
many.
how many cards are left? Because yeah, if
One,
it's-
two, 6, 7.
We could do another
We've got
another
roughly
round.
roughly about 12 or 13 cards left in the stack
Yeah.
before So it would be a few more rounds before. So it's up to all of you if we want to. We could just stop here and we could pick this card up when we return or whatever.
I think
Well, I
it's
was saying
finalize
go
this card
through
because
the round,
that'll be
which
the
you're
final bit of
finish
the
the
round.
end of
Oh,
the
I'm
round.
the end of the round.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question is, why do you think the queen trusts you enough to bring you on this journey? Because she knows that I want her seat. And I will do
Ooh.
anything to make that happen, including serve her loyally until I can take it.
Hmm.
You're so disloyal. I know you're gonna suck up, so you're on the journey.
So you're
So,
on this
yes.
journey. Because I know you
Or-
want, yep. Or I know you're trying to take my seat, so I'll just feed you to a sandwich.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's also
Keep
a
your enemies
possibility.
close, right?
Yes.
Has anyone
Very
seen the
much
classic
so.
film Where Eagles Dare? It's also a novel. No.
No.
Oh my god. So it's a World War II film where basically they take a whole load of people and they're like, right, you're all special operations now. And they're like, but we're analysts and I'm so-and-so. And he's like, no, we need to go to this German castle and we're going to infiltrate and we're going to do this thing. It's very important. There's something held captive there. And he's like, okay, cool. And they all go. And it's like, but one of you is secretly a traitor. And it turns out that they're all traitors. And that the entire mission was a setup to try and figure out who the traitor would try and betray them. I'm kind of feeling that maybe we're that situation. He's like, one of you is a traitor, we're not sure who. We're going to take you all on a mission and figure out who tries to betray me.
Hmm.
4
Maybe.
kindred
We're
in a
just- we're-
cart.
We're all traitors, and the queen has brought us to be eaten.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
She doesn't know which one is the traitor, but actually it's all of us. We're all planning to kill her in one way or another.
Oh no, there's 5
Yeah.
of us. 5 kindreds in a cart. Yep.
I'm sitting on the cart because I'm driving it. So, fit everyone in.
I would opt to sit under the cart, but it's hard to draw and hold on to the bottom of the cart. At the same time.
I sometimes get out
To
and
make
gallop
some
alongside the
sacrifices.
cart. I sometimes lead the horses for a while from the in front.
I imagine that each one of you would have to talk to the horses a lot about going the Channel Tunnel. Be like, it's okay. It's going to be weird. We're going to be traveling very fast in a hole.
Yeah, we're going to be traveling very fast and yet not moving at the same time. I know it's weird.
Aw. Your pupper's showing. All right, we're going to go to a break. We'll be back in like 5-6 minutes. Enjoy your peeing. Enjoy you getting the bag of dicks images out of your minds. And I'll be back shortly.
We'll find
You're
out what
helping.
happens. Do we all die in the end?
We all become a
I don't
bag of
know.
dicks.
Does the
Death
queen
Hello, welcome back to For the Prince, where we are
For the
playing
Prince.
the second worst coterie. Take it away. Where are we? It's round 2, Tracy again.
So
Yeah,
back.
hop
Yep.
around.
All right. Next card. Uh-oh. You were summoned to a Elysium with the Queen once. Why did you feel disappointed afterward? Oh.
Dang.
Let's see. Maybe this Elysium, I thought that my long lost love was going to be forgiven by the prince, that there was going to be a redemption for Kovac, and it turns out this was where she punished his entire family and made it a display at this Elysium.
Wow.
Or something along those
Wow.
lines.
No, that's like a
Like
thing.
the stage is just all the furniture, which is his family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
His
So
grandma's
many
a hat
family
stand.
flesh piles. Like, geez, how many do you need?
Welcome
every room
to
of the palace
Zamichi.
is every room of the palace is a different family of someone who wronged her.
Yes. And so I went to this Elysium with high hopes that we could be together at last, and there would be peace among, or at least some sort of peace among the Sabat and the Samichi, and it turned out that things became worse. And it was the last time that I saw Kovac as she removed him from the city.
Like had him
We thought he was
changed like the
dead.
outside of the building, whatever. So when sunrise came, yeah.
Aw.
And it
Wow.
was a turning point. It was rather disappointing, of course, and
Yeah, I just
At
a
that-
bit disappointed after that.
Lost a lover, no big deal.
yeah, and I just had to shrug it off and try to move on, but it stuck with me for many, many, many years.
I can only imagine.
Yes.
Sitting on the family of your lover, it's scarring.
Very much so, and we are always reminded when we visit the family room for meetings.
Yo, yes, of course. It's that slight shouting in the air of pain.
The heartbeat coming through that you feel.
Yes,
through
the
seat.
occasional
Yes.
heartbeat on my rumpus.
Yes.
That's the vibrate function on the chair, the massage function.
Ah,
I like it. If
No, that's if it's too cold, the chair vibrates.
oh god.
Yeah. And then you turn on
Uh.
the massage function, and then all the hearts, like the 6 hearts in the one chair, just.
I mean,
it's like a little
Oh.
massage.
Oh man.
I know you expected her to. Oh, wait, we don't know about your Sabat lover. That's right.
Yes.
Only that you were there and we all know the thing went down.
Yeah.
Not that it was your
Mhm.
lover.
All right, mine is what do you do to disappoint the queen on this journey?
You're gonna disappoint her somehow.
Oh no, you know what that's gonna result in?
Oh no.
Are you gonna betray the queen as well?
Oh no. Are we all betrayers? Is that what's happening?
We're all traitors in our own way.
Ooh. I think the queen wants me to get information about a specific person on this journey. I'm not going to share who that is,
Mm.
but I'm not going to do it.
Oh.
Or I'm going to give her false information.
You're choosing the coterie
Yeah,
over the prince?
I think that's what's going to happen.
Our weird little coterie?
Yep.
We are so much more
Yep.
functional than the Chicago
No,
coterie.
we are
Yeah.
really a hot mess of a coterie. This is like the worst coterie.
No,
This
second,
really is.
second worst. She's actually
No.
gonna choose
Smichi,
a
a Gangrel,
coterie.
a Nosa, Tremere, and a Toreador.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's a
this is-
joke waiting to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
Okay.
soft spot for one of you is going to leak.
Oh.
She couldn't pass by Corgi.
It's the corgi, isn't it?
always corgi.
She's a good pupper, really. Alright,
Such a good
my
pupper.
one. You are considered
Interesting.
beautiful by almost everyone you meet.
What?
What?
I feel like you should trade this one off.
I think you should give that to someone else, yeah.
If you only
The
meet other
Toreador.
Simchibi,
Oh no,
Maybe.
Smichi, you can totally do this. but this is my coterie face.
Oh, so whenever you,
Which is
like,
equal.
whenever you put your
Ooh,
head
we
into
see
the
her-
carriage, you switch to your disfigured face. The moment you step back up, it's like shing, back into
No, it's just
something
when we
beautiful.
go to talk to someone, I take the effort to actually just go.
Here, let me just set the jaw.
There we go. Hi. Well, nice to meet you. The name's Igor. And Samichi, genuinely, when they get to a certain level, they just get to be utterly beautiful, like top level beautiful tier. They get to make that
Really?
as a trait, yeah, because they can just
Interesting.
make their face the most beautiful face possible.
I just,
mean, they can make themselves ugly. Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah, and it's like the queen, the prince made Igor like that, but he's meant to
But
keep
the
that shape
question
other than
is,
like during social meetings.
Do people consider you beautiful? Almost everyone you meet, do they?
Almost everyone. When I meet them, yeah, because I do the face thing. But
Okay.
how does the queen
do
make
the
you
face.
question that perception? The queen tells me that although I can fleshcraft myself, I have to, in private time, go back to the Igor transformation she gave me. And it makes me internalize that feeling. It's hard punishment for me. It was like, nope, you've been bad. You didn't do this, hunchback. You didn't do this. Get the mouth on the wrong side. You didn't do this. Eyes are not level, and you can't get rid of these. You can do it for like
Yeah,
when you're in
that's
missions and stuff, but you have to
smart.
keep them.
Mm.
Yeah.
Up.
Oh, that's what Samichi do. This is Samichi. I
This
can
is
undo
who
Yeah,
you
but
are.
using the body dysmorphia as the
a punishment. Yeah.
punishment is
Oh yeah. And
Does
that's
she
why
know
she.
you're putting that face on the whole time?
Oh yeah. But that's how she makes me question that perception. Is that I don't know what I used to look like anymore.
Ah.
I can't remember what I used to look like
Wow.
what your actual face is. You don't know your
So
Yeah.
actual
you,
face.
do you try and change back, but you can't work out what it's
Yeah.
meant to be anymore?
Can't remember exactly how I looked.
That's tragic.
You're a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
I know. There's so many levels.
Basically.
Welcome to the layer cake, son.
Wow.
Well, he's
That's damn.
it's more than
Never
that.
go full Igor.
Yeah, he's a dude that's disguised as a dude who's disguised as a...
I'm a dude who often disguise myself as a dude, but actually I'm really a dude disguising myself as this dude, but the queen has disguised me as a different dude as a punishment so that I'm not meant to
Exactly.
disguise myself as the normal dude that I normally
So
am.
many dudes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Welcome
That's what I was
to
like,
Samichi.
actually, it's even more complicated.
God.
Samichi life is.
Okay. So
It's me.
I dare.
What do you do for the queen that anyone else can do, and why does she make you do it? Oh, this fits me again.
Yep. Anything,
Uh,
anything,
Yeah.
but only you get to do it.
Yeah, and like
Give a dog a
so
bone.
There's some menial task, like fetching the paper that like she could have any old random like ghoul or human or whatever do for her, but it has to be my job. I have to do like some part of the daily routine.
Oh, like bring her the mortals, whatever, from so and so, like
I'm
her
thinking like
livestock.
a vampire court equivalent of getting the paper, getting the slippers, like.
Oh, right. So when people are in the waiting room in the ivory tower, you're the one who has to go down and fetch them up.
Fetch him.
It's
Yeah.
like that could be done by a ghoul, but no. you do it.
I have to like
Maybe-
escort people around and like and bring people in, and it's unnecessary,
was
and I
about to
don't have to.
Maybe it's really not a kindred thing at all. Maybe you actually just have to go get the mail. Like you actually
yeah,
just have to go do
genuinely says, right,
the
go to the shop,
mortal,
buy me
There's
one
a
of
few
these
things.
papers.
It's like
like
it's like I have to fetch people to take to up to the room, but like I also am the one who has to go get her mail from the mail room, and like all.
And
of
she's
that
like,
stuff.
oh, you have to go out and buy me the paper. Just buy me one of everything. And you're like, okay.
Yep. So I'm always wandering around like I'm supposed to be by her side all the time and protecting her because I'm a right hand corgi, and while I'm there, she's in danger. But no, I've got to go get the mail and get this person and that person and sort this all out.
yeah. That's
Not easy
Really
lives.
deep.
you're
probably
the
just want-
intern that has to go get coffee for
She
everyone.
probably just wants me out of her sight sometimes.
But if you
Wow.
get the mail, then you get to see what everyone sends to everyone, and then you get to read it, and then you get to
But I can't
recode it.
read
It's
the
fun.
mail. I'd
You
get
can't
in
read.
trouble if I read the mail.
Well, that's why you don't get caught reading the mail. You put it back in.
Do you read the mail?
You shouldn't read the
like,
mail. It's a terrible paper.
Like he tries to, but like he probably struggles to read and like.
Aww.
But it's like I can't
Aw.
open it because then it'll obviously be opened.
They're all
know.
sealed.
You can't
Just-
put it back.
Just the names of who she's
Yeah.
talking to can be useful.
Yeah, he just like reads the
Hmm.
names on it and is like, "That's neat." I don't
See,
know.
those are folk.
I will ask you all the time then.
I've heard of some of these.
Why are some others at the royal court jealous of your relationship with the queen?
You bang.
Jealous.
Because
Oh,
it's an old relationship that's been around for a long time, and I've just always been there. I've always been there, and people get jealous of that because it means that I know what I'm doing and that the prince likes me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Toreador.
yeah, it's very
It's like-
Toreador. I'm just always there. I'm that one. If I'm just always there, I can't possibly miss out on an opportunity. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm just there standing guard in the throne room, just like she never has to go get the mail or fetch people.
Yep. Nope. I just always get to stand.
She gets
there.
to sit there and stand and look pretty while I have to go get the people and the mail and everything else and the coffee. By that I mean blood.
Yes, yes. You're jealous of my relationship because it is solid and indestructible and ancient. And I smile.
Not happy about it. It's like, well, I'm
I can
Protecting-
smile too.
protecting her life is it's important. Like someone's gotta. It's my job.
Yes. And how important you are. Boop.
I guess like.
I boop the corgi.
Dot now understands the boop.
Yes.
The booping. It's such a
Even though
mood.
she doesn't like to
Dot
get
has-
booped.
Dot
I
has
don't like
always
people.
wanted to be the character that takes advantage of her own character in
I
that way.
know, I don't.
Yes, she
This
does.
is the power trip. Now you are the booper.
We've come full circle. Oh.
If you don't die the boopy, you live long enough to find yourself become the booper.
The booper. So is the way of the kindred. So it's who I think we start the round over.
Tracy.
Yes. Next up. What do I do that pleases the queen on this journey?
Rub her feet.
Oh, rub her feet.
Oh god, her Tamichi feet. Could you imagine?
Oh, no.
God. Please no. Don't make me rub her.
Oh. Ugh.
She's not got toes, it's actually just like
That's
slabs
the
of
worst
flesh.
thing
Oh
ever.
no.
Oh my god.
They're just like perfectly shoe insert shaped bits of flesh. No feet, no like toes or anything, no
Oh, it
toenails.
comes out, it's just blech. Oh.
No, it's still like solid,
You
but
know
it's like
what?
those like dummy feet that you get to put in like shoes.
No, you know what?
Oh,
As a Tremere, I wouldn't be actually rubbing her feet. I'd probably use some sort of like magic to like create some sort of like I'd use like some sort of thaumaturgy type blood magic, and I would make
Use
like,
oblivion to ensure that her feet can be rubbed.
You wait, you as a Tremere, you can actually like control blood to a certain extent. You just make her like a foot bath of blood. She puts her feet in, and
Oh
she's
my
like, ah, that's the stuff, and it like fizzles a bit, like bubbles.
this is really
Oh.
disturbing. But I would say, yeah, at some point she calls me over to her carriage during one of our like short stop bathroom breaks or whatever, and even though we don't have to go to the bathroom. one of our stops along the way, and she summons me to her carriage for a bit, and I give her all the frills and experience that she needs. I'll use my magic to
I was joking about the foot rubs.
No, this is for real now.
no,
Oh,
this
God.
is
it's
This
canon
is-
now.
yeah, this is 100%
She needs
happening.
a royal foot rub.
So,
The royal foot rub.
the Tremere Primogen, what do you do with your powers? Do you summon powerful armies? Do you kill off your enemies from a distance? No, I give the prince foot
foot rub.
rubs with blood. That's what I
I
do.
love just how ridiculous we got at this point. We now have Queen Elizabeth II, vampire like seems she flesh crafting Prince of London, being given a foot bath by a member of her coterie, probably at some point in the Channel Tunnel train. On the way to France.
It is desperate times. We knew this was going to be a dangerous.
It's an
journey,
image
Bentham.
that no one ever expected.
And during the experience, she can have a mouth appear on her feet to drink the blood. It works.
That's sure, yeah. Why not?
I love it.
Add it to your business card.
Yes.
I'll give you a damn
Does
bloody
foot rubs. Yeah. Bloody foot rubs.
Bloody fur.
a bloody foot massage.
Bloody good
Yeah.
foot rubs.
Yeah.
Bloody
Yeah.
good foot rub.
A bloody good foot massage.
Business up top.
That's the best tagline. This.
Oh my god.
Someone
Business
pull the
up
next
top,
card for
bloody
me.
mess down below.
I have a cat.
Wait. You take the bag.
There you go, Maggie. It says
Okay.
there is someone else in this coterie you love besides the prince. How and why are you
Oh.
keeping it a secret?
Oh, I love this. This is probably why I
That-
betrayed the queen.
Yeah, does that happen to be the same person that you're refusing to report on?
It makes so much
Yes.
sense.
Yes. Should I say who it is or should
Mhm.
I keep it a secret?
Say it. Say it. We need to know.
Mm. Ooh, should we leave it up to a roll to make it more exciting?
Oh, that could lead to some weird love triangle stuff.
Do
Yeah.
it, do it, do it.
Okay, 1d4, skipping you. Tracy's 1, Dot's 4.
Ooh.
It's Dot.
Oh,
No.
that makes sense, actually.
Does it? A Toreador and a Nosferatu? That would never happen.
Well, no, that the Nas, like, well, you just happen to, you always fall in love with the Toreador.
Oh, maybe,
you know?
yeah, you don't know if she loves you back or not, but like, because
You
she's so
always fall in love
beautiful,
with
you
who
miss
you
the
can't
face.
have.
Yeah, you're like, she reminds me of the beauty that I used to have before I became a Nosferatu or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
She has
God,
all the knowledge.
tragic.
She gets to be around the queen or the prince all the time.
So you're like the nerd at the edge of the school, and Dot's character is like the prom queen. You're like, oh, I just love her so much.
Love her so much.
I tried to give her my rat. She
The
didn't
aw.
want it.
Oh.
Yeah. Aww.
Speckle would have given you the best little soft massage.
Aww. Not as good as my foot massages, though. I can
That's a
tell you
coterie
that
name.
much.
We're the messages.
We
The bloody messages.
yeah, she's oblivious. I
Miss-
don't think she has any
masseuses?
idea.
The
I'm
bloody
always, like-
masseuses.
Drawing and writing things and looking at you all the time. You don't notice me.
I like massager because it sounds like manager and messenger and also massacre.
I don't think it's a word.
It
though.
isn't, but we can make it up.
It's a word now.
It could be a masusala.
That would be putting ourselves way too high on the totem pole.
The Masusala. It's great.
How and why? Okay, we get the how. We don't get the why. Why are you keeping it a secret?
Ooh, oh. Okay.
Because she
I
might
thought I was
judge you,
done.
you're not convinced. There's so many reasons.
Rejection,
why?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's because I'm afraid of rejection. I'm afraid that you won't feel the same way about me if I share that I love you. Also, what if it changes the dynamic of our coterie? We have everything's going
Oh.
so smoothly. Look, we're working with the queen. We're on this cool job that we never thought we would ever be invited to.
It's too real.
We're possibly lunch.
I don't think that we're lunch, but yeah. There's
Okay.
possibility.
All right, that all makes sense.
Okay, mine's gonna be something horrific. Now
Yep.
I've said that, it might not be actually horrific.
Mm.
Oh, it's just normal one.
Pretty-
Okay.
Pretty standard.
I've got a pretty standard one.
Yep.
Oh,
I don't want to push it because I want to do this one, but also it's. You know what? That doesn't really add anything to my narrative, so
Nope.
I'm gonna push it to
and we
Bentham.
might have again if we've already asked it, just draw another card. Or like if we've already answered it, draw another card.
I mean, we kind of have already answered it. Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
And stuff.
We know what you are. You're
Yeah.
posing as her
Okay, so
Tyler.
I draw another one. Is that what I do?
Yep.
unless
Well,
you feel like somebody else should answer.
Pass. Yeah.
Yeah, you could pass it.
I
if you feel
passed
like-
on that one too.
Okay, in which case, yeah, we'll pass it round then. It goes to Dot.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes on to me. What do you usually do for the Roroa family? How does that make you an unlikely choice for this journey?
That's
it's funny because I answered the opposite of this question at the
Yeah.
top, which is why I was the likely choice for it. But why would I be an unlikely choice? What do I usually do for the royal family?
Back rubs?
No rubbing. I do not rub. I was not hired for rubbing purposes.
That's a shame.
Came from a wealthy family who owned a rather large set of property and some farms and things of that nature. And when I was turned, after actually owning all of that, we have a kine farm. We used my parents' old property to.
No, Tracy, what did you do?
Tracy, where's my camera?
I don't know.
No!
Rip
hold on.
camera.
the full massage got rid of her.
Everyone's in the wrong position now.
I mean, it actually doesn't matter that much because there's no labels on the overlay. So
Yeah, but
we
now
just need
it's not
to-
a nice circle.
Oh,
I
well.
know.
You don't have it in
Dot
order
can just
anymore.
drop her camera
Yeah.
and then bring her camera
I
back
think-
up, and then everyone will be in the order again.
Is that okay?
Let's see.
Yeah,
That
sweet.
works.
Perfect. So I guess it makes me an unlikely choice because my business is not usually diplomatic policy. It's resources and sitting at Elysium.
Mm. So then that next question is actually
Tracy's. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
What do you do for the queen that no one else can do?
It rubs.
Yeah,
Bloody
I
foot
mean,
rubs.
I am the only blood sorcerer on the council.
Yeah.
I would say probably out of all the Tremere in the city, I'm the most experienced in it. So I have maybe more high level powers.
Some clout.
Yeah, I got that clout.
That
I'm up on the top of the Tremere pyramid because I think they do kind of have like a very hierarchy kind of
Oh
structure.
yeah. Traditionally, it's
Tremere.
everyone has like 7 below them, who is 7 below them, etc. Traditionally.
So I'm up there. I'm up there.
Sorry. Do they
and,
have a pyramid or do they have a Pizza Hut? I'm not sure.
yeah.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
So yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
can...
All right.
No, unless there's more, Tracy.
Nope. That's
Okay.
that's it.
Then it's mine, right?
It's your one.
We gotta be getting close. I'm getting nervous every time somebody draws a card.
What did you bring with you that endangers the queen? Ooh.
That's a me card. Wow.
That's a good one. Yeah. I
I
like it.
actually have some information that if it were to get in the wrong hands, it could go very badly for the queen.
Ooh.
Do we know you're carrying this information, or just that's your thing?
Probably not, because I wouldn't want you to all think that I have some kind of like
Nice. Full of
Reason-
secrets. Full of secrets. This one.
What is it? Is it like she's got a weakness or something?
Ooh.
Like it could be like she's got a folklore bane that we don't know about, or maybe she's stake bait. I don't know how we know that.
She's got to have a weakness. She can't be an
Yeah.
all-powerful.
yeah, maybe it's about her weakness.
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
that.
What's a good weakness?
What is Samichi? What are their banes and stuff? Like what? I don't know much.
Samichi
About it.
bane. Oh yeah, what is the Samichi bane?
Yeah.
Cake weakness.
She has a weakness to sweets. She just.
That's my bane. So.
Me too.
They need to rest in the native soil, so they need to like have like soil of their homeland to be able to rest in.
Ooh.
God, we must have an extra cart just for bloody soil.
Oh no, we carry her coffin. Yeah, her coffin will be with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you gotta have
But
a
yeah,
coffin full of soil to hand.
that's all like clan
Yeah,
stuff.
that's all.
Like, so
Then.
yeah.
That's not her specific
Yeah,
weakness.
we have
It
to
would
carry
be
my
something
coffin
like
as well.
stake bait or something like that.
Yeah.
That's like a weakness specific to her.
Yeah.
What if it's
None of you all
specific?
know.
What if it's specific to her clan, not just her clan? So like, what if it was like the location of where she houses the other torpor bodies, or
Oh yeah. You know which of the clones is the one that has her heart, because while she can make multiple clones, she can only make one that's got the heart, which if you
That's
destroy the
got the
heart,
heart in
she
it.
dies.
you
Yeah.
know which.
Yeah, I
It's
like
like
that,
she's got
'cause
like
I've been
a
watching-
spectral
I've been
mole or
keeping an eye on
something
that
or whatever.
Uh huh.
I know which clone is like her real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're all real, but only one of them has a heart or something.
Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
I
And
love
it's
that.
like it's got like a mole that you're like, that's a real one.
Hmm.
Or she's got like a tattoo on her lower back or something from when she was younger.
That'd be too obvious.
How many times does the queen show you her lower back? Sorry.
It's for me and the queen to know.
Ooh, and Speckles.
Damn!
No, I'm just kidding.
I
All
didn't
right,
know.
it is your turn, E.
No. I'm gonna push
You don't
that. It
know?
doesn't
You
make
That's
sense.
another like good Toreador one.
Yeah. What makes the queen beautiful in your eyes, Bentham?
Ooh.
I'm not sure.
She gives you dog treats.
You could
I mean,
pass it on
that
to...
might like that might just be like she's nice to me. She looks after me. She keeps me fed
Aw.
and like pats my head sometimes.
What if the organovore like
And
organs
so-
she gives you, she also puts a bit of her blood on, and that's why you're like, she's so beautiful in my eyes.
She's been
Ah,
fun
yep.
She's
without
dosing you with a
know
blood
it.
bond.
Yep, totally. Yep,
What a
I've
prince.
been
Blood.
secretly blood bonded. The classic dog trick: you mix the medicine in with the food,
Exactly.
No, poor Pooch got tricked.
and
This
yeah,
seems to be
I've
a
been blood
thing with
bonded, and
gangrels.
so of course she's beautiful. She's the most beautiful kindred in the world.
She's so pretty. I
We'll
love
do it again, E.
everything.
Oh, okay.
Because like you passed your card, but you still have to. You have to draw.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
What promise did the queen make you before this journey?
What promise did the queen make you before this journey? Do you think she'll keep it?
Ooh.
Oh, what did she tell her?
Secrets.
Her child, or what did she promise you?
More.
She promised me I'd get to meet the real one of her.
Ooh.
Her true self.
Yeah. She promised me I'd get to meet the true self. And
Does that
do I
mean
think
the
she
true one
keep
is
it?
waking?
Yeah, do you think she'll keep it?
No, I don't think she'll keep it. Kovacs knows her too well.
Yeah.
The queen. The queen.
She just wanted a little carrot to,
Yeah.
you know.
To just be like, oh, of course you can, Igor. You can meet the real me. It's totally fine. Like,
Yeah.
no. She won't.
No.
There's no way I would be able to tell. I don't have the information.
It's like, yeah, this is totally the real one. It's like,
I
wow,
know.
yeah, she looks exactly like you.
Right.
I'm good.
Is it me now? Because I just did.
You used my old card.
the
You,
one that-
he passed his card to you to answer, but it's still your turn in
Okay.
the circle round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Boop.
That's you.
I think I've got to pass on that one. When did you know you would never forgive the queen, and why?
Give it to me!
I was about to say,
Yeah,
yeah.
pass it back.
Bring it back over.
I'll pass it to anyone
But
who
I've-
wants it.
I feel like we already know.
Yeah, you know that.
The
but
answer for-
so it pings round to Dot. Do you push it again?
Do you know you would never forgive the queen, and why?
Are we all gonna betray the queen?
I mean, I'll never forgive her because she's on the seat I want to sit on.
Mm.
We know that already, though.
That's true.
So do we push it
That's
again?
true. No, you just move on to the next card.
Okay.
If nobody wants to answer it, or we feel like we basically X the card and move forward. We
But
just
does,
don't answer
okay, well, if does Tracy want to answer it?
I mean, I also
Yeah.
because of the
Maggie,
whole
do you wanna answer
love
it?
thing. Hmm.
I mean, you kind of know mine too, which is like
Yeah.
maybe
I
watch
feel like-
some pretty horrific things while I was caged.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We all have
Yeah,
a reason to kind of resent the prince in a way. And the queen.
I like how I'm like, I'm
So
gonna
it's the
pass on this
vampire
one
way.
because there is
Maybe
no
it's
reason
less
that I
about the
can...
cage, but it's more about
Yeah.
like
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
won't forgive her because she continually uses it against me. Like continually makes me
Oh, yeah.
go back and look at it.
Do you know what's funny? We all started this journey very much behind like this prince, but
I
putting
didn't.
us all in this carriage together and
Yeah.
having the truths come out have left us being like, maybe we should just all turn against her as a country.
I started worse and then went better. I'm like, yeah, she left me to die, but it's like, but I'm blood bonded.
That's why when you brought up the whole maybe she's taking us to eat us, I stuck my head in and was like, oh no, I don't want to be eaten. What do we do? I was like, gonna get the coterie to fight.
Yep.
Here.
Yep.
I love that I passed that one because I'm like, there's no reason. This is a thing I would never forgive the queen for, and everyone else is like, the thing I would never forgive the queen for has already been established. We don't need this card.
Yep.
So who does this go back to?
Bentham redraws.
Mhm.
Bentham redraws. Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm getting all of them now. Queen
Oh.
sometimes
Oh.
shows interest in your personal life. How do you respond to that and why? Aww.
Aw, so sweet.
Yeah, maybe she likes to ask me about my time before we met when I was doing my gap century in France, seeing what the people tasted like over there, and like yeah, she likes to hear about my adventures in those days. Maybe it's just to make me forget about the fact that I can't go anywhere now.
Does she ask you about your current personal life?
Do you have a current personal
I
life?
think his current personal life is sit next to the queen unless she says not to.
Aw.
Aww. No life outside of the queen.
Yeah, that's why she asked me about stories of before, so I can talk about that life like it's still happening.
That's so cute.
And why do you respond to it like that?
Because I appreciate that she wants to know about my life,
Mhm.
and I get to talk about the cool things I did.
Yeah, she's
Like,
spying on you.
my character ain't gonna betray her, but you guys had better pull through with this. You gotta break that blood bond.
Hey, who says I'm gonna betray her?
Because then the one you love will be in a position of power and will thank you for
I'm
it.
gonna pull a card. Hey! The
Here we
queen
go.
is under
It's
attack.
time.
Do you defend her?
Wait, I need
Maybe.
battle music.
Giving
Let me find battle
I
music.
didn't realize I was giving the pre-fight pep talk there.
You were.
You were giving
Yeah,
a free
you
talk.
were.
Talk.
Made us all consider our
Our
stances.
options. So yeah, so now we all go around. We just start back at the top of the order. So with Tracy, and you tell
Okay.
us the queen is under attack. What is the attack? Kind of a thing. Like, give us some preference. And
It's
do
the
you
Sabat.
defend her?
Ah!
Okay. It's the Sabat. Okay.
So we're on our way, and we still don't know 100% if we are going to the queen's changing the changing of the queen, but on the way there we're very, very close, and the Sabat surprise attack on us, and now we have to defend her
Wait, before we make it?
before we make it. We're almost there. We're nearly there.
Guess who fed them the path that we were taking?
Who? Igor. You.
You know that flower you ate earlier? I actually turned the mouse into a flower and into a tiny bird that took my message to the Sabat.
How dare you?
I didn't say
But
that
I
out
ate it.
loud. You ate the flower. I made it into two things. It's fine.
So, okay. So the question is, do I defend her?
Which
Do
side
I-
are you on?
Do I go team Sabat or do I go team
You
Queen?
gotta decide. That's you.
So I think it all depends. If Kovac appears in his form, then she may go back to the Sabat. But for now, I think she's going to defend the queen. So
Ooh.
it's
Okay.
time.
You fight.
Can we
I'd
go
fight.
around another second round?
Yeah,
we
this
can
is
do however we want. This is the end. Until we are satisfied with our ending.
Okay.
Which takes it to Maggie in the order. Do you defend her?
I do. I do defend her.
With your life? How many
Not with
Sabat?
Not with my life, though. So if it comes to my life or hers, I will do something else, and I'll explain what that is.
Oh, okay.
We can do like another round. We'll see what Tracy
Think
does.
yeah.
Up in here. That makes it. I'm not staring at the screen.
Then it's EE's turn.
EE's turn.
turn.
I should know this by now.
It's your
Igor
turn.
is apparently on the front of the cart, but a man steps down, and the person who steps down is actually a good-looking gentleman with a strong chin, waistcoat, and long, flowing, like very classic vampire-like style. Because he's descended from Zmici, so there's a connection to Dracula there. Very classic, like all the way proper pose. Good looking, black hair, swept back. And he leans in and offers his hand to Eva. I think I'm not going to do the American accent. I'm going to do the Count accent. It has to be, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Eva, my darling. We are going to take on the queen and overthrow her, and then we can live together forever in bloody matrimony. Come, join us. We will have our revolution.
I didn't know you would come back. I thought you were gone forever.
I've been with you all the time, and I tear my face off. And it's Igor.
Oh, well, go back to the other one.
And I tear my face off again, and it's Kovacs.
Okay.
And I
We'll see
look
what I
over
decide.
at the rest of you, and I go, she has treated you wrong for so long. You should probably want to gain power for yourself. You would make a powerful prince, I say to our lovely Toreador. I look over at the papa, and I go, Gangrel, Pup, you've been kept at our heel for so long. If you would like to rise yourself up and become the great Danes that I know you can be.
Don't listen to him. The queen has given you everything.
And then I look over, finally, at Velika. My poor darling, she's doing so much wrong to you. Speckle was your grandfather, and she turned him into a mouse.
Speckle pops out.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
That's it. I have also got a go around as well. I've got a plan.
Oh man. Okay. Bentham.
I'm just like, I will never betray my queen. She has given me everything I have, and then I'm gonna run in and start swinging claws.
Oh man. Do you think you go down in battle? How fierce are you?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, you protect her with your life. Our corgi goes
He'll
down.
he'll get impaled with a stake against the wall of the queen's carriage.
Oh no.
Like, bam, stop.
Oh, like he's like, I would defend him life, gets out and crossbow bolts straight to the carriage. You're like,
Aw.
No, he gets some hits in.
Okay.
I'm gonna say,
All right.
yeah, because you said you also drained another kindred at some point. You're probably rather powerful.
Oh yeah,
You get some, but there's a lot
a
of
little bit of
savant.
Tremere in me, which is weird.
little Tremere, little taste here, little taste there.
Kovacs a little bit
Put a
of Tremere in him.
Saito Tremere, just extra wacky.
I see this all going down. And the queen is in her car?
She's meant to be in the cart at the back, yeah.
Yeah.
We've
I
not
use
talked to her this
all-
entire time. We put her in the cart, and then we
Yeah,
left her. She
I
must have
use
you.
this entire distraction and your rousing speech, Igor, or Kovac, to enter the queen's carriage, and I'm gonna drain her.
Can I add something to it then? Because I've got a cunning
Yeah.
around.
I
Yeah.
have something as well.
She's not
Okay,
there.
cool. Here we go. Okay,
She's not there.
that. She's not there.
Not there.
And as you open the door and look in, she's not there. And then I go and rip my face off again, and I'm the queen.
What?
Oh,
What?
my coterie! You
God
thought
damn
that I
it.
didn't know about your betrayal! I found Kovacs the moment he joined! I'm a powerful kindred and you didn't think I had a plan?
My name is Mathis.
I'm gonna lean in. I lean in and tug on what is your name, like Cecilia? Cecilia's
Yeah.
clothing, and I whisper to her,
That's not really the queen. I know who the real queen is. Let them go to their war. Come with me.
She
and we frolic
like
off into
gently
the forest.
strokes your face as much as she can, very kindly. You're gonna save
I
the
blush.
day. Yeah, she goes with you.
As you run off, pinned against the.
We take two of the
carriage,
horses and we like gallop out into the forest.
Yes.
As you disappear into the distance, I'm pinned against the carriage. I just go, I was a good boy, and as I turn,
Oh.
Do you mind if I save you from death?
We take one horse, and I put my
I
arms around.
suppose you can do that.
Because
or-
you were the one member of the coterie who stuck with me to the end. So as like
It's
they're
true.
closing in on you, I just gesture and all their spines shoot out of their body upwards.
Ew.
And all of this is the perfect distraction for us to take a single horse and get away in our Toreador Nosferatu love story.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go eat me a real prince.
Dun dun dun.
We're gonna go find the real.
And
Real
then
prince.
I look at my lovely gangrel, and I look over at the Tremere, like, good pup. Now, fetch me a Tremere.
Oh,
She
God.
betrayed me.
My prince,
Oh
please.
man!
I will do anything you want. Please, we can bond. I offer you a blood bond. Or-
You do that so
Please.
easily, Tracy.
That's the one way. Like you know that you can like. Please.
Yes. I have a plan then. Feed from me.
Of course.
Oh no!
Anything, my prince. And we'll do a little blood bonding up.
Little epilogue blood bond. Never hurt anyone.
And then she looks down at you once you've blood bonded. You're okay with me doing some flesh crafting to you?
Oh no, no. Yes, that's fine.
Like,
She-
no, do
No,
it.
yeah.
No.
She removes your mouth, so you can't feed now without her permission.
Jesus.
Go
Yeah.
fetch me those traitors, gesturing at the horse that's going off into the distance. And I will
Yes.
return your lips to you, so you may kiss my ass.
And
Yes,
eat a
my
bag of
prince.
dicks.
And and I'm
I was
guessing
tempted to
there's
turn her into
got
a bag
to
of
be
dicks,
roll
I'll be
credits
honest.
at some point in that. Like, fade to black, horse gallops off, they go running after lipless creatures, and
I had to. When Maggie said, you're playing a person, playing another person, I was like, okay, I'm adding a layer.
my onion goes deeper. Nice.
Welcome
was
to Layer
awesome.
Cake, son.
Well,
But I
welcome
know
before
where
the
the
queen.
real queen is.
Who is it?
She's probably just in torpor, just sitting there like, I'm never gonna send the real queen out.
Yeah, exactly. Why would you
Yeah,
send
they
the real
can go
queen out
nuts
when-
and kill
Yeah.
each other all they like. I'm gonna sit here.
Just controlling
Be a
the
good
close from a
pupper.
distance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Makes sense.
Man, oh man, that was fun, gang. I'm glad we got
That
that.
was. I like
That was
this
silly.
BTM style. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like I said, this is one of my favorite games because you can put any like skin you want on it. I want to do one that's for
I
the prom
can attest to
queen,
that.
where
Definitely
it's,
put a lot of skin on
all-
it.
Where it's
Yeah.
all like
It's
teenage,
just a
you know,
trip
teenage.
to prom.
Yeah, and the whole thing's a trip to prom, and one of your friends is
Oh.
to become prom queen. Like you can just put anything you want on it. Like I said, I did for the holidays. I did one that was like for the Snow Queen, and it was all about like moving a Snow Queen through the wilderness that was dying. It's crazy.
The
I
prom
love this
queen
game.
is
It's
under
great.
social attack.
Yeah,
It's Regina George.
it's just the story of Regina George. Yep.
It does have like a shorter playtime though, for sure. You can't extend it.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
No,
the longest
yeah.
run.
Unless you want to, like the only time I played it, like, and it was really long, was every time they answered the question, it was journal entries. So we did monologuing style, so it was just a naturally like longer
Mhm.
style game. Yeah, but most of the time it lasts between like 2.5 hours max is the most you usually get out of it. But
I
it
can
is
see, like
really
a
good.
monologuing way of doing it working. for
Yeah,
sure.
monologuing's fun. You can also it's great for people you want to introduce to role playing because it's just a question-based game. So
Yeah.
it's really nice if you want to, like, you don't want to have to worry about character sheets, you don't have to worry about thing, you just want to sit down with some friends and play because it's just a deck of cards. This is my favorite con game, actually. I carry it with me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I should pick this up. Yeah.
And the Roll20 build, it comes like this. This is you just buy it in the Roll20 build, and then it drops it on the page, which is pretty cool. There's no setup for it.
That's nice.
Sweet. Also, here is our replacement queen. She is a dryad who talks to
Ooh.
iguanas.
Oh, yeah. Here, I can flip through the queen. We can pull all the queens.
She's
out.
actually a
yeah.
lizard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
there's
the badass
a-
queen. I want her as my queen.
I love that one.
I played through that one before. There's a queen.
That's
Ooh.
definitely an evil queen.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
definitely
gosh,
Dot's
I love
character.
Brown.
Oh, it's definitely Toreador.
Yep.
Ooh, that's like Cruella de Vil almost style.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh,
kinda
the
cool.
Sombra.
look,
Oh yes.
just a
Queen.
blooming ring wraith.
Yeah, right. She's beautiful.
I love
love
that it's
this
like
art.
they've used a different artist.
Oh,
for all.
that's
a
pretty.
really good
Yeah.
idea.
She's one of my favorite queens. I've never pulled her before, but I just kind of want to.
I
What a
love
quirky-
this
what a-
one.
What a quirky broad.
This is like the
Yeah.
Nosferatu queen right there.
yeah.
Female Gandhi.
Bring me
Oh.
the books.
Beautiful.
Little
That's definitely a
druid.
Tremere. That one,
Ooh,
that one
druid.
is.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty.
I can see that being like a Gangor type person.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that would work
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
Oh, I love
The
this.
art
That
is
one,
just so
maybe
nice.
a Toreador because of all the roses in the background.
that's all of them. So that's the 15 set that comes in the original deck.
Hmm.
She's got a pup too.
Yeah, she does
Yeah.
have a pup. Look at that.
That's Bentham.
Yep, that's me. Can
There
confirm.
it is. We did the thing.
We did the thing. Thank you, Josh, for rating us.
Josh
This
to
is a
rate
good
us.
time.
Right as we wrap up.
Yep. Right, okay. Also, massive shout out to the folks at CD Projekt Red for allowing us to use the Witcher soundtrack. I was planning on saving the Witcher soundtrack for Ascension, but when we had boss fight time, I was like, I know what we're playing. Welcome, Imlerith. It's a good one. So thank you very much to them for allowing us to do that. You can go check the Witch games. They're really awesome. Right, okay, let's do our outro stuff. Reminder about all of our announcements. We have Ascension starting in 5
A few days.
Less than
Dun,
5
dun,
days.
dun.
Oh, shit. Right, that's the thing.
Thursday.
That's just a gif of that is going to be our announcement. Thursday. Right, okay, what else do we have? Announcements. There's a load of stuff on the Patreon. There's no spoiler today. There's guest announcement tomorrow. Our guest announcement is going to be happening tomorrow. You also find out their character, and we've got character art for them. All of our guests are getting character art, and it looks so badass. It's so good. We should make like a shirt with all of the guests eventually, and just have a huge crowd in the background behind the party.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
We have Ascension lore on Patreon. There's 2 free posts on Patreon if you want to go check them out. You don't need to be a patron. You can just go check them out about like lore of the Ascension world. There's a quick world blurb, and there's also the tower laws, which is useful. And Ascension is this week, and it's last chance this weekend to sign up for the Legend tier, so do check that out. Right, let's start off with, I think we go around in the same order. Tracy, who are you when you're not cavorting with dark powers?
Hello, everybody. Tracy is my name, also known as Miss Magitech. You can find me all the places, Miss Magitech. I stream during the weeknights and also do D&D on Sundays. And yeah, there's a lot going on. Feel free to check it out, hang out, and yeah, that's me.
I also just realized that you've been sleeping with the Queen.
Yeah, well, no, because it was a secret. I didn't know.
You didn't know you were sleeping with the Queen, but you were sleeping with Kovacs, who was actually the Queen.
The whole time, even before.
Yeah, she said that she knew Kovacs had joined her immediately. She's not
man.
some petty vampire. This is entirely a sting operation to find out who would
It's
betray
true.
her.
Wow.
Well, it's okay. We've all been sleeping with the queen. We're done.
I've been
That's
sleeping
nice.
on the floor next to the
Next to
queen.
the queen, sleeping with other people. Yeah.
Right. What about Maggie? Who are you when you're not sleeping with the Queen?
Hey, I'm Margaret Crone. You can find me. Oh wait, I don't know if there's names underneath this.
No, there's not.
But you can find me
There
at
are.
Margaret Crone in all of the places. Because that's who I am. I do lots of stuff on the internet if you want to check it out. And of course, I make video games for a living. I'm currently working on a project called Ashes of Creation if you want to check out all of that goodness. Yeah, I'm excited for Thursday and I'm excited for tomorrow. Definitely tune in. We've had a lot of like weird, interesting stuff. If you're interested in a Westworld apocalypse type of game, like Mad Max plus Westworld combined, it's we're starting to get to the more weird Westworldy stuff. Everyone has their theories. I love it. So definitely tune in tomorrow, same time, 10 a.m. PDT, 6 p.m. BST, right here on twitch.tv/rollboard.
Okay. What about Bentham? Where are you when you're not licking boots?
I am Bentham and I have a YouTube channel called Mangaport Gaming where I play games sometimes. We just did, straight before this, a Terraria stream, multiplayer, in the new update. We did one last week as well. That's a lot of fun, and I'm addicted to Terraria again, so whoops, it was inevitable really. And also, on Tuesdays, no, not this coming Tuesday, I'm on Chaos Lost on E's channel, where we are heretics as chat ruins our lives. And also the lives of our characters.
Oh yeah. There's no, that's not this Tuesday. This Tuesday off.
I said that, it's not this
Oh,
week.
okay, cool.
And the VODs of that go up on my channel too.
Sometimes, yeah. My drive is full, you better download them all.
I keep telling you I've done it, and then you keep
Okay.
not deleting
You need to
them,
post
so-
them all, I keep getting pinged by people. Right, what about you, Dot? Where are you when you're not plotting to overthrow people?
No, that's who I am. No, I'm just kidding. I'm Dot. I don't always plot to overthrow people. When I'm not doing that, you can find me as Little Red Dot. I play games and I roll dice and I get to tell stories with cool people like this all over the place. So yeah, check it out. That's it. What about you, EE? Who are you?
Oh god, I'm Enter Elysium, and when I'm not being an evil bastard, I'm asleep.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, true.
Wish I could join you in that front, sleeping. Good.
What am I doing? Yes, I'm a YouTube
Your
channel. I've
outro.
got YouTube videos. youtube.com/Enter Elysium, where I've got videos on things such as Age of Wonders, Planetfall, Invasions, Hearts of Iron, Stellaris, Mount Blade Warband, XCOM, and at some point soonish, Aurora 4X. There are way too many things I'm doing right now. And also I stream on Tuesdays on my channel, Chaos Lost, Bentham said, but it's not this Tuesday. And Thursdays, which I'm not doing anymore because my slot's been taken by Roll For It, so I'll be streaming on Wednesday or Friday. I need to figure out which is best day. It won't be this week because Ascension is happening, but we'll be continuing that the week after. I need to figure out a new slot. And we are good. Right, let's check. Do we have any tips today?
We had a lot of cargo bits. There
were a lot of corgi bits, it's true.
Most of what was in the cup, I think, was corgis. I heartily approve of.
There were a lot of corgi bits, some ripped bits, and we're good for actual tips. So that is it. We are good. Thank you very much, everyone. You've been an absolute riot. Thank you for dealing with our bag of dicks. That's the alternative coterie name, the bag of dicks.
It had to be a Samichi prince. It couldn't have been any other clan.
No, I couldn't.
There's not a more fucked up clan. There's not a single one.
No, that was definitely. let's hope-
Lasombra, we'd have just been like, okay, we were used to this.
Yeah,
Ventrue?
exactly.
Gangrel will be like, oh, that's cool. No, it had to be a Samichi. I genuinely didn't, by the way. I didn't tweak that in any way. If you go to the wiki and you type in clans, you get a list of 13. 12th is Samichi. I did not. It's in alphabetical order. Samichi's 12th. I didn't fix that in any way.
Because I think I rolled that, so it's not easy. You can blame me.
I could have manipulated the list order though, because you didn't know what the list
That's
order
true.
was.
That's
But it's
true.
a
But
set
you're a
list
good
on the
person,
wiki.
and we trust you're a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really don't know me then. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. We're going to go do an after show for this, and it's going to be weird, but enjoy.
It'll be weird and fun. Come on.
Yeah, it's true. Bye.